Yeah, walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go, not from this planet. Pull up an alien rocket ship. They try to study the way I've been doing it, they gon' need paleontologists. Feel like I'm one of the greats. Money, I'm making a lot of it. I did 1 billion streams in the pen and I swear that they barely acknowledge it. Okay, that means that I gotta go harder, I'm flipping the switch. Battery charging, I'm ready to flip. Feel like I'm Arthur, I'm balling my fist. Give me the call, never calling it quits. Bigger money, bigger problems, what they said to me. I don't ever worry cause the stress don't get to me. Live and direct from the mind of my destiny. Diamonds of pressure, I thrive in intensity. Lo and behold, sticking around when they told me to go. Calling me up, nobody home. Spinning these numbers like rotary phones. Hey, lo and behold, house made of glass, they throwing these stones. Markham, Ontario, locally grown. Went off the map, I'm globally known. Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Hey, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back.
It's a 1 in a million chance that you run up and not end up pissing in blacks. I made a cornerstone out of a corner, boy, Poppy store still got my pick in the glass. Say, why they keep messing with G? I mess it the beat, got burners and burnouts with 2nd degree. I just totaled my Tesla, ain't stressing receipts. I got back in that thing in like less than a week. I just parked in the building. Matter of fact, I just stomped in the building and shot to the ceiling. Got art in apartments I bought for $1 million. Put cross on the wall and I auction the building. Now watch them claim my strip is a cover up. Watch me spray my wrist, get another one. Watch which name got this, pick up brother. Watch it game my rich with the bubble up, stop it. She poppin', I seen them girls too often. My money come from content, Chris on market with some parking. Wait, cause I was just doing the walk-ins. Now I got a neighbor with a garden. Just on my car, I got a login. Chick on wood trees, don't put login and out.
Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go. Yeah, walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go, not from this planet. Pull up an alien rocket ship. They try to study the way I've been doing it, they gon' need paleontologists. Feel like I'm one of the greats. Money, I'm making a lot of it. I did 1 billion streams in the pen and I swear that they barely acknowledge it. Okay, that means that I gotta go harder, I'm flipping the switch. Battery charging, I'm ready to flip. Feel like I'm Arthur, I'm balling my fist. Give me the call, never calling it quits. Bigger money, bigger problems, what they said to me. I don't ever worry cause the stress don't get to me. Live and direct from the mind of my destiny. Diamonds of pressure, I thrive in intensity. Lo and behold, sticking around when they told me to go. Calling me up, nobody home. Spinning these numbers like rotary phones. Hey, lo and behold, house made of glass, they throwing these stones. Markham, Ontario, locally grown. Went off the map, I'm globally known. Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Hey, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back.
It's a 1 in a million chance that you run up and not end up pissing in blacks. I made a cornerstone out of a corner, boy, Poppy store still got my pick in the glass. Say, why they keep messing with G? I mess it the beat, got burners and burnouts with 2nd degree. I just totaled my Tesla, ain't stressing receipts. I got back in that thing in like less than a week. I just parked in the building. Matter of fact, I just stomped in the building and shot to the ceiling. Got art in apartments I bought for $1 million. Put cross on the wall and I auction the building. Now watch them claim my strip is a cover up. Watch me spray my wrist, get another one. Watch which name got this, pick up brother. Watch it game my rich with the bubble up, stop it. She poppin', I seen them girls too often. My money come from content, Chris on market with some parking. Wait, cause I was just doing the walk-ins. Now I got a neighbor with a garden. Just on my car, I got a login. Chick on wood trees, don't put login and out.
Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Hey, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never.
Why is it not unmuting?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It's time.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Wrestling with Toxicity. I have no idea if the sound is working on Twitch and YouTube right now. But we're here, so hi. Can anybody tell me if the sound's working on Twitch or YouTube? Anybody? Bueller? What's up, Jack? Anybody can let me know if the sound is working. I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm heading over there.
Sheepish says no, but now he says wait. Now it is working. All good. Okay, great. Awesome. It is working.
Sheepish.
Good to know that's working. Great again. But just in case I didn't hear it before.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It's time.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Wrestling with Toxicity. I am your host, Super Beard Vince Hoover, joined as always by the Booker Jason Hoover, and we are coming to you ready for what could very well be a historic Monday Night Raw. Of course, I'm coming to you live from the TGA Network studio, brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the absolute best place to get your tickets, whether it be a wrestling show, concert, sporting event, comedy show, you name it, they got it. What's up, Nate? Silverback Nate Slater in the chat. But that's right. Go to SeatGeek. Use the code SuperBeard to check out. Get $20 off your very first purchase. Yeah. Slim Shady called. What's up, Mike?
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
You know how we do. Beard Hendry's in the house. Hell no, I
He
ain't
didn't
dyeing
good
no
seeing
beard.
ya.
Hell, even Joe Hendry doesn't dye his beard. I'm not dyeing mine. What's going on, Bella? Good to know. The Twitch is
Tristo.
working. All the sound. I don't know. It's just being weird. Might have to do a full computer reset again after the show tonight.
Maybe.
That's fine. I'll do it before. I'll do it before tomorrow. Why does everybody want me
Because
to do
NXT is supposed to be popping off tomorrow.
No, even if Joe Hendry did dye his beard, it ain't happening. Thank you, Rock. Much appreciated. I'm really loving the look. I'm probably gonna keep this for a while. I'm enjoying it for sure.
I've heard that out that I look like Eddie Kingston for some reason. I don't know why, but
Yeah, I get it. But like I was saying, I do believe tonight could very well end up being a very historic night of Monday Night Raw. As long as they give Ivy, Nile, and Maxxine Dupri some time, then I have a feeling that these two are going to show up and show out. And we're going to look back on this Monday Night Raw later down the road when these guys are both multiple women's champions, multiple-time women's champions. I remember where I was the day that they stepped up and became next level. I've been hearing rumors that Alexa Bliss is going to be showing up tonight. I don't know anything about that. I don't put any weight into rumors. It's based off, apparently, in Canada, they played an ad, a Pure Bliss ad, but it was an old vignette. It was old, like, commercial, like they used back when Bliss, long before she ever did the Bray Wyatt stuff, way back in the Goddess days. So I just thought maybe they played the wrong video.
Then. Now. Forever.
Here we go.
Together.
Doing good, Jonathan. ready for all the
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 3 weeks away from being there. The Uber Arena, Berlin, Germany, for the Bash in Berlin. And tonight, the penultimate Monday Night Raw before that event is live at the Emirates Bank Arena.
You are so ahead of me.
Last show, unfortunately, for a while. He'll be back after football season. I really thought that he was going to stick around. That's what reports are saying, but now you can see why I say his reports with a massive train of salt.
McIntyre with a belt last week. Punk is live tonight. Alba Fire, Isla Dawn are the women's tag team champions. They have a tough title defense tonight in a triple
Of course, Punk has some
against the team that is now known as Pure Fusion Collective. Say that 10 times. Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark battle for the tag titles. And Io Sky and Kairi Sane of Damage Control. The question is, which one of these three teams will leave with the tag team titles tonight? And the Terror Twins are here. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, hell-bent on revenge against the new Judgment Day. It all happens over the next 3 hours, live from Fort Lauderdale on Monday Night Raw.
What's up, Chocolate?
What's up, Chocolate?
What a perfect way to start the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Viper, Randy Orton!
Randy Orton is creeping closer and closer to history. A week from Saturday in Berlin, Germany, Randy Orton has an opportunity to win his 15th World Championship.
I think the French crowd from WWE Backlash should be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
They have changed
They have forced
the game.
And they forced it on everybody to step up their game when it comes to crowds. Because everybody saw that French crowd and went, wait, what? Okay, we can do better.
That would be John Cena and Ric Flair 16 times apiece. Randy Orton can go into second place if he can knock off Gunther for the World Championship a week from Saturday at Bash in Berlin.
The Apex Predator.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, they changed the game.
Customized superstar on WWE 2K. Everything you dream.
What's up, Alex?
Yes,
Yep.
Super
To
Beard.
be a WWE superstar.
We now have Beard Hendry.
Bigger, stronger, better than ever.
Well, last week on Monday Night Raw, Randy Orton and Gunther went face to face.
Ladies and gentlemen, take a picture at the Bash in Berlin. I'm going to beat this guy.
Yeah, you know, I can kind of see where you're coming from with saying WWE's not going to let Gunther lose and stuff like that. But the thing is, I know it's going to be an amazing match either way. And
Yeah,
I can see it going one way or another.
I don't see Gunther losing his very first title reign. You have established this guy as an unstoppable force. You kill all, not so much the prestige of the title, you kill all the prestige of Gunther if he loses here.
No,
the only reason this
and I
match is
completely
happening,
agree.
the only reason this match is happening is because Randy's shoulder broke on that count. What's up, 10? But the only reason this match is happening is because of that. If Randy's shoulders had been down and there had been no controversy, this match wouldn't even be happening. He'd have somebody else to be going against from Raw. So
Yeah.
No, not next week. It's 2 Saturdays away. 2 Saturdays. The end of August.
Doing good, Gizmo. Good seeing you. What? I agree, Hendry. But I know it's going to be one of those matches where we're going to go, holy
Florida,
crap, he almost
you
won.
sound mighty froggy right now. What's up with you?
They're also in a weird area right now. They're in Sunrise, Florida.
Well, now, check it
Yep.
out. It's been a minute since I've done this, so bear with me. I want to soak it all in. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, Gunther.
welcome
Baby knows how to
to
make an
Monday
entrance, huh,
Night
babe?
Raw.
Nailed it, Randy. You nailed it.
Hey, I'm still here, Yosh.
Oh, and the next time that I make that introduction, I will be a 15-time world champion. This match at the Bash in Berlin against Gunther, that's what it's for, the World Championship. And that is all it had to be about, the legacy of the world title, but Gunther decided to go and make it personal.
What's up, Wayne? Florida's
Which
terrible.
only gives me that much more reason to beat his ass in Berlin.
No, the debut will be in Chicago for NXT, and then the night after will be, or the week after will be St. Louis.
When he couldn't help but talk about my father.
Bash in Berlin is in
and
two
my
Saturdays
grandfather.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then he turned his back on me, and I mean, this is me we're talking about, so I had no choice but to take the opportunity and hit his ass with the three most dangerous letters in sports entertainment, RKO.
It's going to be hard for them to not have him be cheered in Berlin.
Yeah. Going good, Trevor. Good seeing you.
The only thing I need you to do.
Jay Rodriguez, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Get yourself a dancing avocado. Yes, we're all just started.
In fact, that goes for Randy and everybody here.
Ooh, pardon me, guys.
It's not exactly his hometown, but it's as close as they would ever get. Welcome, Trevor. Okay, Travis. CM Punk is here tonight. He's going to be having some words.
Nah, I don't see we don't see the heel Woods turn tonight. We don't see heel Woods tonight.
No, we're a long ways away from that. If that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to tease it, and then he'll come around.
Possibly.
Gunther's actually Austrian. But just like, you know, a lot of people just assume they're German, but he's actually Austrian. Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I need you.
Man, he's getting like Dom level heat. I don't think you see a punt kick until Randy goes full
and
heel.
all those Florida rednecks in here. To do right now is to shut up and listen to what I have to say.
It's not fake audience sounds.
Randy,
No,
look
that's
at me.
that's legit Florida.
Now Ludwig, I believe, is German. Yes.
I want to know what you are celebrating here. Are you celebrating that I turned my back to you? You spun me around and you hit an RKO on me?
Giovanni's on SmackDown, and he's getting ready to come back. They're starting to do vignettes with him now.
Yeah.
A long time ago, they did fake audience
Randy,
sounds. They haven't since the
celebrate it.
Triple H era.
Because it's the
Fox
only
did it last Friday to cover up
celebrating you're going to do.
the "fuck you" solo chants, but that was it.
Yeah. That, and you know what? I don't mind
Because
that.
with doing what you did last week, Randy, the only thing you achieved is to make this very, very personal.
Well, again, Austrian and German, their accents sound very similar.
Thank you, Trail.
Oh, you wives yelling USA make me, huh? What is that?
I think German. I don't think it's their. I think German might be the national language of Austria.
Brain cells available, huh?
Not 100% sure on that.
To some sort of support for this man, huh? But since everybody seems to be very hyped to see you hit another RKO on me.
Yeah, isn't it kind of like a?
That it's never going
this
to
isn't a
happen
fair comparison,
again.
but it's an American comparison of Portuguese and Spanish.
And since everybody, including me, is aware how
Austrian and German are closer together than Portuguese and Spanish are.
You leave me no option. Because after I'm done
Right
with
on,
you
have
in
fun.
Berlin, I'm going to leave you a bloody mess.
They're in Sunrise, Florida.
And I'm going to leave you exposed, Randy, for what you really are. A very successful, yet
what's up, Jay?
Very underachieving.
He did say he's going to leave him bloody. That's interesting.
Pony.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't the best comparison, but it was the best one I could think of off the top of my head.
Gunther, you keep running your mouth and running your mouth. It's going to make it just that much more of an uncomfortable flight for you over to Berlin.
Yes, Randy is
That's
his
gonna
first
be
job.
8 hours, 8 whole hours up in the air, 35,000 feet altitude with a size 15 boot shoved directly up your ass. Long flight. And it gets
Good
better.
Lord.
That's
Size
a
15.
size 15 boot, double extra wide.
You know what they say, Cole? Gunther trying. Wait a minute! Oh no! Ludwig Kaiser from Imperium trying to attack Orton from behind, and Randy felt it coming.
Dude, I'm a 9.5. I can't imagine a 15.
And Gunther went for a chop, and Orton.
I'm a 9 double extra wide.
And now Kaiser from behind, chop block to the back of the knee of Orton.
Randy was setting up Gunther, and Ludwig Kaiser somehow finds a way to.
And now suddenly Orton's vulnerable.
These two bumps.
Well, Imperium proving tonight that Randy Orton is not the only one that can strike out of nowhere. Gunther was getting agitated.
I don't think that's meant to be like an injury line. It just took him out for the moment. I think that's all that was.
Fans here tonight, the frustration building. Kaiser, though, even the
Well, it's just so he doesn't
Yeah,
interfere
they're booing
tonight.
his Austrian ass out of the building because of the things he said.
Unfortunately, it is Pat last Raw for quite a while. He's taking time off for the football
He's
season.
been incredibly disrespectful.
I thought with him
and,
being on Raw, he
he's got
wouldn't
some
have to do that, but
comeuppance
apparently he
coming
is.
It takes place a week from Saturday in Berlin, Germany. Now, what's up next is going to be a bash as well. Sheamus versus Pete Dunne. In recent weeks, this rivalry has exploded. Take it back to last week on Monday Night Raw. Sheamus was in a conversation with the aforementioned Ludwig Kaiser.
I told you I'll come back to put an end to the Celtic Warrior once.
Raw. You get that?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah? Because that broke your skull must have damaged
Do
your
we see
brain a lot
Kirk
last
Williams
week. But if
tonight?
you want to go with me?
Oh, and then it was
I don't know if we
Pete Dunne
see any
who would
NXT people
attack
tonight.
Sheamus from behind. The former
I mean,
cohorts
Trick would
of
make
the
some
Brawling
sense in the Pete
Brutes
match,
and Dunne.
but I don't know. I mean, because Sunrise,
Frustrated with the way
that big of a
Sheamus
drive, I don't
apparently
remember it being
treated him,
somewhere
and
around
now
there.
Shillelagh
It's really not.
beating the hell out of the Celtic Warrior.
Come on, keep it back.
And then Dunne would target the hand of Sheamus. With more on this story, let's head back to Jackie Redmond.
It's 3 hours. It's not
So
that bad.
we haven't got
Okay.
confirmation.
Thank you so much. I'm
It's
backstage
really not that
with
bad.
Sheamus, and
So
Sheamus,
we haven't
in
got
just a few minutes,
confirmation yet, but
you're
we're
gonna
thinking
step
the new
into
guy's
the
going to
ring
take over
with your
from
former
Pat,
friend,
and then
Pete
Corey's
Dunne,
going to come
who
over
this time
to
last
Raw,
week, as we just
and
saw,
Michael and
viciously
Barrett are going to be
attacked
on
you
SmackDown.
backstage. I have to ask what your mindset is heading into this match, considering the state of your hand.
See that hand, Jackie? Pete, don't call me Butch Dunne. Smashed you with my own shillelagh last week. Crazy, right? Some necking him. But tonight, there will be retribution. And I know Sneaky Pete is going to be going straight for my injured paw. But the truth is, this one-armed bandit has more miles on the clock and has been around the sun a few more. I still have a few tricks to teach these young Thundercats. But right now, I only have one question to ask. Fort Lauderdale! Are you ready for a banger?
I mean, they're not technically in Fort Lauderdale, they're in Sunrise.
Cole?
But it's kind of like when you say Brandon and people just assume Brandon's Tampa.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing.
Best one yet.
Only took you 8 months.
Well, we got here and a banger's in store because it's fight night in Florida.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds,
The brawling Celtic Warrior against the bruiserweight Pete Dunne.
My co-host has joined me.
Hard-hitting action live next on Raw.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, well, like they call it, you know, the Tampa Bay Rays, but they're in St. Pete.
Right.
Because people don't believe it. What's up, Devil God, over on Twitch?
Oh, this is Gomer. He is my co-host. He is my kitty. Like, he chose me. He refuses to leave me alone. Like, even when I'm sleeping.
Yes, apparently WWE has an app that the employees have, and they can request days off in that app. And apparently 9 times out of 10, they're going to get it as long as it's not majorly affecting storyline. And
Yeah, Victor. It's similar to that.
I'm going to go see it tomorrow, T-Por.
Let me know how it is.
I will obviously do a Super Beards Movie of the Week video on it.
Cool.
I'm very excited.
Good.
I heard a lot of people crap on the movie, but the people, again, there's certain people that I trust with their critiques, and I hadn't heard from them, and finally I heard that they like, oh no, it's good. You know, it's a lot to live up to when you've got Alien and Aliens, 2 of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time, and this is supposed to take place in between them, so there's a lot to live up to, but they do a good job without over-explaining lore and trying to, you know, do stuff like that. I don't think I'm allowed to do any of the Nolan films on this. So I think we tried once before, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, Nolan films are out.
I think because they're under Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
I think all his movies were distributed by Warner Brothers. Anything by Warner Brothers we can't do. Randy Orton came out, and then Gunther came out, and then Ludwig attacked Randy from behind, and they kind of left him on the mat. Yeah, so unfortunately no one filmed her. I would love to do, like, Prestige is one of my favorite films. I would love to watch the Prestige on a subathon, but we just can't.
Yeah, IV's heel.
Wendigo, I'm thinking that my thought is, and I have no confirmation on this, Starchild, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Got yourself a dancing avocado. My thought is that Corey will move over with Joe on Raw because you need somebody with experience to help Joe out. And I think that Wade will stay with Michael Cole over on SmackDown. And that will be a fun dynamic. I'm okay with it. I'm going to miss Pat for sure. Love the Monster Squad. That might be a possibility. I remember, like, Knack, oh my God, the Monster Squad, what a great film. We're like, hey, we got to show the kids. This is back when I was married and I had my 2 stepsons. And they were like 8 and 12. And we went to put it on. And within the first 15 minutes, there was already like 15 F-bombs out of the kids' mouths. And we're like, Why do I not remember this movie being this raunchy?
Yeah.
But that one might be one we can watch. I'll have to look into
the ring, chop block, taking out Orton from behind.
Orton thought he had Ludwig subsided next to the ring, and instead, he fell victim to Gunther turning him inside out.
Gunther proving to Randy that you're not the only one that can strike from out of nowhere. But we have massive news. It was made official by our general manager.
I think Bronson's suspended tonight.
Break for the first time in almost 10
yes,
months.
no Bronson.
Randy Orton in action on Monday Night Raw in our main event versus
I like Taz and Cole as a commentary team together. They were good.
I think a film like The Revenant might be too bloody.
Well, Pat McAfee will be heading overseas to Sheamus' hometown of Dublin, Ireland, this coming Saturday. Pat will be there as part of ESPN's Game Day.
Yeah, it's an absolute honor to be a part of College Game Day, and obviously, being on the program, I get a chance to answer some questions, like the first international show of all time is in Dublin, Ireland. Who should be the guest picker? I said, bang! Give me Sheamus. So the redheaded fella will be picking games and having a blast in Dublin on Saturday, and we'll be live from J.R. Mahan's on Friday.
That's the Pat McAfee Show live on Friday from Dublin.
Slanchala.
Thank you, Star Child. Much appreciated.
This man's not from Dublin.
I kind of feel like they might, William. I don't know if he'll go 3 years with it, but I think he's going to have a long run with it.
I can see 2 years, maybe 2.25 years max.
You know, Pete Dunne's been complaining that Sheamus left the brawling brutes high and
Inception.
dry, took off on him, didn't give them any opportunity to expand their careers. Rich Holland proved that argument.
I'm one of the few people that
wrong
doesn't.
this
I don't even
past
like
Tuesday
Interstellar.
night
I don't think it's
on
good.
NXT. He won the NXT tag
It's
team
better than
I haven't
Tenet.
seen Interstellar.
Tenet is awful.
So Pete Dunne, for some reason, extremely bitter over the past relationship with the Celtic Warriors.
They are in Sunrise, Florida.
Yeah, and I've obviously worked with Pete Dunne and Rich Holland. You're talking about two completely different mindsets. Pete Dunne said, you know, everything that Sheamus did was disrespectful, trying to put him down, hold him back. He's held a grudge for a long time, and I'll tell you what, when
to say there's
like
better
Pete
talent than Gunther
right
out there right now is a weird take.
can certainly fester.
Pete Dunne is also looking ahead to tomorrow.
Gunther actually does need a long title reign. They need to keep him moving like that.
For an opportunity to become the #1 contender for Ethan Page in the NXT Championship.
They've already established him.
That's College Game
What's up,
Day's
Angela?
guest picker right there.
Fellow Tennessean.
Letting Pete Dunne know, hey, Bob, you're in for a fight here tonight. Pete Dunne's not scared.
You've already established Gunther as this unstoppable force, this guy who has the longest title reign in Intercontinental title history. He should have a long reign. It doesn't need to be Roman Reigns, but he should have it for a while.
As crazy as it seems, the Celtic Warrior tonight.
Yeah, you can't do that because this big fella from Dublin will slaughter you.
Oof.
Sheamus fired up tonight. Pete Dunne has said on a number of occasions that he is here for one reason, and that is to hurt people. And he wanted to start with Sheamus. And Dunne, the bruiserweight with a kick to the ear of Sheamus, and now Dunne goes on the attack. The master of joint manipulation. Pete
And
Dunne
that's how you establish
punishing
Gunther as
Sheamus
this
here.
humongous force in wrestling.
Manipulating the joints isn't easier
By
whenever you're
doing
fighting
that.
somebody that's bigger, but whenever you bust their hands a week before that with a shillelagh, it certainly helps.
Yeah, and again, working on the hand of Sheamus. And
I could
look at
see
this.
Gunther holding it to
Dunne trying to
Mania,
break the
maybe
knuckles
winning
and the
his
fingers
first
of
Mania,
Sheamus here.
and then losing it at the next one. But I could also see him
And
losing it next year.
continuing
Like,
to work on the
that's
arm that
still
he
a good
attacked
run.
with a shillelagh last week.
SummerSlam to WrestleMania, that's a decent run.
Now trying to put Sheamus into a submission position. Turns his shoulders. No, thought they were down, but robs the pot of the official is right there. No. Knee right to
Don't
the
have a way of
variation
doing
the
that,
Irish
Chris,
curse
right now,
backbreaker.
unfortunately.
By the former world champion Sheamus won one of his world titles. Just
I
down
believe
the
he got
road
suspended
from
for a
Fort
week,
Lauderdale
King.
in Miami at WrestleMania, beating Daniel Bryan in 18 seconds to win that.
Mikhail,
world
that's kind of where I'm
championship.
at, is the 18-month range, but I could see him losing at WrestleMania.
And tonight, once again in South Florida, taking the fight to the Pete Dunne.
Crowd is chanting Butch at Pete Dunne.
I mean, that'd be a 10-month reign
Right onto our
if he got it to WrestleMania and lost
Sheamus
it.
is throwing Pete Dunne around like he's two tongue with a lot of throwing a football to Tyreek Hill.
Probably not, Jay. We didn't get near our
What about unbiased
we didn't get near our goal for that
Pete
one.
Dunne took advantage, and by the way, that was your fault.
Yeah, they can mention
Sheamus
Daniel Bryan all they
turned
want.
around to give you a high five, and the distraction cost him. And now Pete
At
Dunne
this
is taking
point, I
over
think
this
we are
match.
far
Way
too
to go,
away from
McAfee. Great
when
job.
that dethroning will happen to even pick who will do it.
And done now. Working on the already injured hand of Sheamus.
Yeah, I don't see that
Dunne is
already.
taking
Again,
over this matchup.
I do not see WWE, after they have put so much into Gunther, they made him the longest reigning NXT UK champion, the longest reigning Intercontinental champion of all time, beating a 30-plus year record, to just have him lose it in his very first defense. Especially when he's already beat Randy once, and the whole point of this match is because Randy's shoulder were up, so there was a asterisk on his King of the Ring win. You had the man win King of the Ring, get the world title shot, win the world title. You don't have him lose to the guy he was supposed to beat for King of the Ring in the first place. The whole point of this, Randy wouldn't even be having this match if Randy's shoulders were down at King of the Ring. This match wouldn't be happening at all. Randy would have stayed on SmackDown, and it would not have happened. I would hope so, Phil. I don't know, but maybe. No, he's just on the Raw brand for right now. He's just part-time on Raw for this feud. Now, if he does win, he'll stay on Raw. But I see him going back. I think the bigger story to tell here is that you can use this as a way to turn Randy heel. He's pissed off he lost to Gunther again, this time clean. Jason, you're muted.
Thanks, guys.
So Randy's pissed off that he lost to Gunther and didn't get the title. He comes back to SmackDown, sees that Kevin Owens got a title shot that he wasn't offered, even though he helped Cody just as much as KO did. And that could be where the heel turn comes in. I would love to see Sheamus win the IC title too, Starchild. And actually, having Braun hold it for a while, up until WrestleMania, and having Sheamus beat him there for it would be really cool, but I don't know. I don't know if the Usos reunite in the next at all, really. I think they might for the Bloodline story, but not as a tag team. Like, they'll just be together in the group. It's possible, Phil. No Mercy is where I was kind of thinking it would happen. Ricky, that's another way to do it.
Oh, KMC, I have no idea. It's way far away to think about that.
Thank you, Ant.
Yes, Amaris. Gunther has only lost to 4 people since coming up to the main roster.
Actually, I think that includes his time in NXT UK as well.
I'll have to check.
Because because Pete Dunne is one of those names that he's lost to, and he's not lost to Pete on the main roster.
Cock. This is true.
Cover by Dunne and a kick out by Sheamus. The story of this match during the commercial break has been Pete Dunne's constant attack on the injured hand of Sheamus that Dunne took out with a shillelagh last week.
Might have been a bite of one of the fingers during the commercial break from Pete Dunne, who hates being called Butch, to Sheamus. I mean,
the way you talked about the Randy heel turn, I like that, Ricky.
Blames him for it, says it almost ruined his career. Said that Sheamus wanted the spotlight and only wanted to use Ridge and Pete Dunne as his lackeys.
Well, I don't know if you just want to.
Pete was drafted to Raw. He wasn't traded over there. He was drafted.
Sheamus loves to brawl, loves to fight.
He's only went down to NXT to tag team with Tyler Bate for that whole thing, and then Bate got hurt.
Oh my goodness, did you hear that? That sounded like
I mean,
the boards here.
I would be okay with John Cena winning a 17 title, but at the same time, he does have one up on Ric Flair. Because John Cena is the only 16-time WWE champion.
Wasn't sure if he said
Ric Flair won the title 16 times, but in different companies.
Oh, that might be why Pete hated it so bad, because people
John Cena won all 16 of his with WWE.
And now look at him.
And now Sheamus.
Randy will be able to say that as well, but he'll be the second person to do it.
John Cena's coming back to retire. He doesn't need to, but he's already said he would like it, but he has to earn it. He hasn't won a singles match in 6 years. He doesn't want to be handed a title shot. He said that himself.
It's almost like Pete Dunne woke up Sheamus.
And Cena has said in other interviews, just like Ric Flair has, that they think Randy Orton is the person who should beat both of their records.
Maybe you guys make it this Saturday after Friday night.
I've heard there's nothing but water over there.
And now, Pete Dunne going to be wrapped up in the top ropes. Was looking for 10 beats to the
I don't necessarily know if they'll make him a 17-time champion. It's more likely he'll get his IC title.
The 10 beats in the boundary exposes his hand, and now Pete flips it.
With his own 10 beats to Sheamus.
You can debate which is more important all you want, whether Ric Flair winning in multiple companies is more important than John winning in one, or is John winning in one more important than Ric Flair who's won in multiple.
NXT UK tournament a number of years ago. But Sheamus now has done caught.
That's a debatable thing.
Sheamus that emerged on the scene 15 years ago.
They like to beat the drum here for the Florida Panthers. Sheamus is doing his own.
I actually think I could see Sheamus beating Braun Breaker and then John beating Sheamus. Those guys have great history together.
Variation of 10 beats to the pattern.
That's 20 beats to the
I agree with Mr. Yoshi. Why debate at all? We can just admire both.
Oh, no, I'm not saying we have to debate it, but somebody was asking the question, isn't it more important that Ric Flair won it in multiple companies?
13,718 people want to see an Irishman kick Pete Dunne's head
My comment
off.
to that is different time period.
And like I said, like both John and Ric Flair have said in multiple interviews, they want Randy Orton to be the one to beat their record. Jesus Christ, Sheamus.
God bless America.
I know you said midsection. I think we all know where that knee hit.
Good Lord Almighty.
And the fact that Pete Dunne kicked out, oh boy.
How am I ahead of you now?
I don't know. It happens every episode.
Every episode. I'll start behind you and then I'll get ahead of you.
Sheamus with Dunne on his shoulders.
Victor, I agree.
It's not Christmas.
Climbing up to the second rope.
We had enough.
Sheepish, I'm not the one that presses the oh shit button. It's him.
White noise and Dunne able to capitalize.
That guy.
The power of Pete Dunne with a sit-out powerbomb for the win on Sheamus, who kicks at it too. Dunne can't believe it.
Bash is on the 31st, guys. Bash in Berlin is August 31st.
His legs kind of held up Sheamus, protect him a little bit.
So,
I mean, that's true, Star
George,
Powerbomb Sheamus.
George is like, what's the importance of the length of the title reign? That's important too. I mean, quantity over quality. It's all important to different people for different reasons and stuff like that. Like,
the links used to not be important.
Right. I mean, if you look at Charlotte Flair's reigns and stuff like that, she's got a bunch of 1 week, 1 day in her accumulation of title wins.
Well, even John Cena, there was a run. Part of the reason that John's at 16 is because he had a lot of like 1 month or less title reigns.
Sheamus trying to somehow pull the whole turnbuckle off.
Oh!
Such a good match.
Here is your winner.
I like that. That was fun.
What a match!
What
No need for interference. Straight up.
a win!
Pete Dunne looked fabulous tonight against Sheamus.
Star Child Gaming over is like, it's not what John and Rick want, it's what WWE wants. Yeah, you're right. However, this WWE listens to the crowd a hell of a lot more than old WWE.
As he heads to Dublin with a win.
Ready for is getting that win for the New Day. I love it, baby. I'm here for it. Oh, yeah, I got you, brother. Hey, Woodsy, can I talk to you for a minute? Yeah. What's up?
I've been just noticing that over the past couple of weeks, your energy's been kind of off. I mean, is everything okay? Carrying and all that, like wedge driving, he's just trying to drive a wedge, right?
Yeah, I know that. That's what carrying does. People tried to do it to us before. They're going to try to do it to us again, but carrying's not the problem. Honestly, I just wish you would have talked to me about bringing Odyssey in before you did, because it just feels like you're trying to replace Biggie, and I don't want to do that.
Okay, whoa. Number one, I'm sorry.
That need to be
Number
said.
two, nobody's getting replaced. Nobody could ever replace E. This isn't about bringing Odyssey into the New Day. Bro, you remember what it was like when we were first trying to get the New Day off the ground?
Yeah, I do.
Everybody making fun of us, everyone talking trash about us. Man, it was hard, man. But we got through because we had each other. We became one of the greatest tag teams, if not the greatest tag team of all time.
Yeah.
Bro, we are family, man. Nothing's ever gonna change that. As far as Odyssey is concerned, he's in the same boat that we were in back in the day. And I was just hoping that as veterans, we could bring him under the wing the same way that we wish that veterans would have brought us under the wing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? You're right. I'm the problem. I'll fix it.
How we feeling, fellas?
Yeah, man.
We good? Yeah. Oh, my God. Come on, let's get it, baby. Come on. Let's get it, bro. Win the time, baby. Let's get it.
All right.
Let's get it.
Interesting.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think they're going to tease a heel turn, tease it, and then he's going to come around, So I think that's what's going to happen. Because there was one very important thing in that conversation.
Yeah.
That's what Karrion Kross does. You know, people have tried to split up the New Day before, and they've tried, they're going to keep trying to split us up, and they're not going to do it. Xavier Woods said that. And those guys have talked about it, that they would fight tooth and nail to never break up the New Day.
Oh, yeah.
So, they haven't been heel in like almost 10 years, if not longer. I think they're going to tease a turn, and then he's going to come around. Maybe, like I said, maybe Big E kind of signs off on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Especially now that Big E's been brought up.
Here's the thing. There's a convention that was going on, and they were doing. Big E was on a panel, and they would bring out Rhea and Drew and stuff like that. And Drew said his dream match that he wants to happen is Big E versus Drew again. And Big E's like, yeah, we'll see. He didn't say no.
No, but in another part of that same panel, he basically said he's done. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's.
No, it didn't sound good. It didn't. Like I said, I think they're teasing a heel turn and not actually going to do it. Hopefully. I did see the Great Muta said that he would love to see Omos and Noah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there's always a possibility he can come back, and he is doing stem cell therapy to try to heal his neck up and everything. So again, never say never. Never say never. But Big E also, like he said, he doesn't want to be in a wheelchair at 50. And he'd much rather he'd much rather give up his in-ring career now than to possibly paralyze himself.
Who said that? Hold on a second. KZ, yes, the Great Buddha's daughter did make her U.S. in-ring debut, and it looked awesome.
I didn't get a chance to see
that. That is someone. If I would recommend anybody going back and looking at that, she's got the high flyer and the technical stuff down. Yes, Great Buddha's daughter. I can't remember her name, but I'm horrible with names anyways, so.
That's what I'm saying is I would like Big E to kind of like sign off on it, be like, hey, I support this guy, I rep this guy.
New York City, the Big Apple. Stars from all over the planet descended on Midtown this past weekend for Fanatics Fest at the Javits Center. And WWE and its superstars stole the entire weekend. First, we presented the brand new NBA and collegiate legacy titles to a slew of folks, including Jalen Brunson from the Knicks, Spike Lee. How about Gronk and Tom Brady celebrating with their new titles? Also, all of our WWE superstars had appearances throughout the weekend, and they were all sold out. Including Jey Uso and Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. Standing room only for photograph sessions and autograph sessions, and also entrances with WWE fans. LA Knight was riled up as well.
I'm here. He's here. Let's try to bring him out. Little baby. Let's give it up.
WWE was the only one to sign out at Fanatics. None of the NBA, NFL, nobody else sold out. WWE, and they sold out all of them.
For an incredible Fanatics Fest.
Jay also came out to a new theme song.
I'm gonna be the biggest star in this industry, in this company.
And yes, he had a blue Ula Fala, but I don't think it means more than just him wearing it that night. Because he wore it at WrestleMania.
Welcome to NXT.
I'm here to whip ass. That's harsh. I don't give a shit.
Listen to my mic. I understand. You want to be on camera. You want to talk. No.
I don't think we're even able to speculate on that yet, William. I think he's going to have it for a while. He's not going to beat Gunther's reign, but I think he's going to have it. I think the days of flip-flopping titles is over. We're not going to hot potato titles anymore.
Unless there's an absolute reason for it, I don't see it either.
Keep feeding me. Whomever that they want to keep feeding me. I will continue to break.
Oh, Jesus. My God.
This athlete of a man is just.
I've left a long list of bodies behind me since being here. And you, my friend, are next on the list. And new Intercontinental Champion. This championship was born for me.
I do find it strange that Ricochet hasn't signed or done any appearances anywhere else.
Take my time.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, Robert. I'm going to go see it tomorrow.
Okay, so the Ricochet into the trailer situation, what we did not realize is that he had one of the safety motorcycle vests on underneath of his shirt, so it didn't hurt as bad.
That's not what hurt to me. That was for the glass. That's why he had that on. But he hit his head
Telling Maxxine it's time to ditch.
on the ground.
Oh yeah, no.
That's to me where I was like, holy.
I don't think you should be out there tonight. The guys were going through a lot. I think you need to let them hash it out.
No, Ivy, I can't abandon them. They're my family.
Listen, let me talk to Chad. Maybe he can be a part of our group. You know,
I would love for Ricochet to beat Braun Breaker.
That's not necessary. I'm staying with my family.
Well, Ivy should have. I should say Maxxine should have listened. Ivy Nile attacked Maxxine during the tag team matchup between the Creed brothers and Alpha Academy. Maxxine face first on the announce table, and as Otis and Tozawa looked on, Ivy Nile with a dragon sleeper, and the Creed brothers would take control.
And you said she should have listened. I don't think that was the case, but she should have known that Ivy was going to try to attack her, especially because she's been hanging around Chad Gable.
Oh, I can't believe my eyes. My brilliant vision finally
I don't like the
realized.
name American
My
Made,
new
but I do like the
family,
shirt.
A real family.
Yeah, I do like the shirt.
Ivy, you made the best decision of your life getting rid of that dead weight, and I can officially welcome you to the team. So it's going to be a pleasure. You never
I
had
think
a
we're going to
coach
see
like
Ivy
me
versus Nikki
change
Cross.
your life.
Hey, I gave Maxine a chance, but in the end, she got exactly what was coming to her. I'm the real deal. I'm the pit bull. And if Maxine can't realize she was holding me back, well, that's on her.
That's right. And after you break Malibu Barbary tonight, we end that failed experiment known as the Alpha Academy. We focus on the Wyatt Six. We're not done with that.
Oh my
Not
God,
by a long shot. We're
TikTok.
going to send them back
Shut up.
to whatever swamp they crawled out of. But
Doug,
us,
good to have you here.
we know exactly where we come from. How are we made? American made!
Here we go. Yes, they are definitely setting it up for Jordan Grace versus Ivy Nile.
The following contest is
Those two
It
have
may be
been
a while
trending
down the
together.
road, but it is coming.
Those two have been trending together for quite a while, actually.
Yeah.
representing Alpha Academy, Maxxine Dupri.
For Maxxine,
God, I love
looks
Samantha
for
Irvin.
retribution. He takes on the pitbull, Ivy Nile, next.
I hear you say it's a new show called The Anonymous.
Legit, this match, I have a feeling this is going to be a career-defining match.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Joe. I honestly don't even remember her theme, Ricky.
Who's?
Maxxine Dupri's. She had a theme before joining Alpha.
She was using Maximum Male Model's theme before she hooked up with American Alpha Academy.
Jayla, we don't know yet. It's all on her whenever she wants to.
Who? What?
The
Yeah.
Wyatts are not attacked Pat, nor are they attacking Pat.
Basically, they were using Pat as a courier to get the message.
So, yeah, I the way I don't see Maxxine winning here, but I see Ivy possibly cheating, or maybe like the Creeds come out and distract or something. But then I see the Wyatt Six possibly coming out, because like I said on the latest post from the Wyatt Six, Ivy Nile was very much the newest target.
William, unfortunately, Murphy will not be coming to WWE. He signed a 3-year contract with AEW. Apparently, Tony Khan's like, look, I don't want you leaving. Here's a shit ton of money. So,
Alexander, it is Pat McAfee's last night for a while. Yeah, Buddy Murphy, unfortunately, he is locked in with AEW for another 3 years. I'm sure WWE owns the rights to that song, but they also don't want to associate anybody with Hogan, Nick. So that's why. Pat is going back to doing College Game Day and football commentary for the season. So tonight will be his last Raw until January-ish. No, Joe is going to be joining commentary when SmackDown moves to USA. That's when he will join Raw. He might join, I think they said September 2nd was going to be his first. So I don't know how they're going to do next week. Unless they have him come in a week early. But September 2nd is supposed to be his first Monday Night Raw.
Dupri of the Alpha Academy set for action against her former best friend.
And her opponent, accompanied by the Creed
Thanks, Joel.
brothers and Chad Gable,
Maxxine posted a very emotional and a poignant video on social media yesterday talking about her friendship with Ivy Nile, how they traveled the roads together for a year or so now and become best of friends. And Ivy shocked the world last week by attacking Maxxine, and Maxxine is out for revenge tonight.
Yeah, Ivy Nile.
Haven't heard about that, William.
Coerced by this Chad Gable dirtbag.
William, I haven't heard anything about them returning. I know they're doing a documentary with WWE, and they want to have one more run in WWE because they want to retire in WWE, but nothing's been confirmed.
I don't have to go through the history of persuasive people.
Well, and now Maxxine from behind.
Charlotte fucked up her knee, and I do mean fucked up her knee.
Turning her back.
Ivy and Maxxine both are great on TikTok. And Maxxine was already great to begin with. I think she's been phenomenal, and I think she's only getting better.
Well, Maxxine warned Ivy, stay away from Chad Gable. Look
The Hardys want to retire in WWE.
Myself and Tozawa. Ivy Nile did not care.
No, I get that too, Nigel.
Maxxine with a fisherman suplex on the floor.
With a flex, do your dance, Maxxine Dupri.
Maxxine fired up.
As she should be.
And Ivy now set right over our announce table.
This is exactly what I wanted this match to be.
Dupri's on fire.
Maxxine is fired up.
Ivy now scrambling. There's no way she could have expected that.
Me either. And now Maxxine. Oh, and a big kick by Ivy. Drop Maxxine. And perhaps the early flurry of Maxxine has been taken out by Ivy Nile. Now the Pitbull on the attack.
I don't know. We'll have to kind of wait and see where the story goes.
Or anybody could have expected what we just saw from Maxxine Dupri. And then Ivy now kind of desperation gets back.
Already?
Wait a minute, hold up there.
Damn it, I
this
wanted
is
more
too
of a
soon.
match. This is too soon.
American made. Gable said he wasn't done with the Wyatt 6. Well,
But the bell never rang, so we could get this match again next week.
American made.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Still, what we already saw out of the two of them in that the few little bit we got was great.
Amazing.
That is Nikki Cross, who believes she's Abby the Witch. And look who is behind American Made. Nikki Cross just took out Ivy Nile. And now the Wyatt 6, Rowan and Loomis and Gacy attacking American Made.
Alexa had a baby.
Indeed.
Yep.
Absolutely.
The Wyatt just stalking Chad Gable.
Chad Gable's left alone in the middle of the ring with Wyatt 6.
All alone, the Creeds have been taken out. Ivy's been taken out. Gable should have kept his mouth shut. Oh, look at that freak. Oh no!
There he is.
Oh, howdy! Sister Abigail!
So good.
The sacrificial carcass of Chad Gable. Laid waste by the Wyatt 6.
So good.
We try to regroup from that. Speaking of revenge, that is all that is on this man's mind. CM Punk is live. Next.
Yeah, I wish the match had gone longer, but the bell never rang, so the match never officially happened.
Right.
So, yeah, we all kind of figured we were going to a strap match, and I think we pretty much got confirmation of that without him even having to say anything. By the way, I saw some gameplay of this Star Wars Outlaws game, and it looks really good. Well, it wouldn't even be a no contest because the bell never rang. So the match just never happened.
Yeah.
Judgment Day has not come out, no. Yeah, that game looks pretty good. No, I didn't see the IGN gameplay. I actually saw the Smosh gameplay. On Smosh Games, they got an early copy of it and got to play it. That was fun. Wherever you get USA Network. I've never been hit by steel steps. No.
I have a daughter. He's got 3 kids.
I watch Smosh pretty much religiously, Chauncey. I have been hit with a steel chair multiple times. I think Bronson is suspended this week.
Yes.
Doesn't mean he doesn't show up. Doesn't mean he doesn't show up. But
how many times has somebody been suspended and still showed up? Yeah.
Not only am I a father, I'm actually a grandfather. Favorite Smosh member is Shane. Love Shane. I think he's one of the funniest people on the planet. Worst move I took was a power bomb through a ladder. I mean, I wasn't.
Yes, folks, he is a grandfather.
41 isn't super young for a grandfather. I mean,
No,
technically, in legal standing, you could be a grandfather at 36. If you have a child at 18 and then they have a child at 18, you could be a grandfather at 36. My daughter was born 30 days after I turned 18, so I could have been a grandfather at 36, but she had a baby. I was 40, almost 41 when she had the baby.
Junior, thanks for joining us in Puerto Rico.
Kickoff live from Berlin at the Uberplatz in front of Uber Arena. I'll be hosting it. We'll hear from Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan, Drew McIntyre.
Smosh Games was interesting back then. I've been watching some old Grand Theft Smosh videos.
WWE social platforms.
And at the same time, it's weird because there's been some controversy with both Flitz and West. That's weird.
From Friday, Bash in Berlin kickoff.
Look at how young you look in that photo.
Me having kids at 15.
Grecian formula.
For the last 2 weeks, this new lame version of the Judgment Day tried to take us out. And for the last 2 weeks, the Terror Twins stood our ground in the middle of the ring while these clowns ran.
God damn, Seepish.
Well, for Liv and Dom, your days are numbered because at Bash in Berlin, you two officially received your punishment.
At Bash in Berlin, there's nowhere to run, and there's nowhere to hide. Dom, you're gonna find out real quick that it was Damian and myself that were keeping you safe this entire time. And as for Liv Morgan, you say that you've taken everything from me? You haven't taken everything. Actually, all that you've really done is become the one thing that you truly hate. A discount Rhea Ripley. And a Bash in Berlin, the Terror Twins are gonna put you two through the mat.
I don't think Bad Bunny will be able to. He's in the middle of a world tour, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
I think it's
I
tonight.
don't
I
ever-
don't know
like-
now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome CM Punk!
Punk made headlines this past weekend at the Fanatics Fest in New York City. Talked a lot about
No, he didn't get his bracelet back
the
yet.
fact that people claimed he would be a cancer returning to WWE, and he has rebuffed those claims.
He's become a leader around WWE. Sold out everything at Fanatics Fest.
I told him that it's your last night. He told me in the back that he was happy about that. More on that a little bit later on in the show.
I don't believe you. It's been an honor here to watch this man work.
No, I don't. I don't think AJ is going to show up.
I think she would have already shown up if she was going to.
I feel like they're going to lead to Punk versus Seth at 41, but we'll have to wait and see. Yes, it's Pat's last night on Raw for the entirety of the football season. He'll be back after that. I don't care if they're fighting over a bracelet. The story has been done very well.
We got a lot to get to, but is it great to be alive?
It goes
in
till
South
about
Florida
January.
on a Monday night or what? Happy birthday! Before we get started, I just want to say congratulations to your Florida Panthers on winning the Stanley Cup Championship. I know Roberto Luongo's in the house. It's good to see him. And how do I look? My hair look okay? These bags under my eyes are getting a little bigger, right? Let him have it. Come on.
Joe Tessitore is coming to Raw, and I believe Corey Graves will move from SmackDown to Raw because Michael Cole's going to
Let's not get
SmackDown.
carried away. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night because I have very exciting news, and I lie awake in bed at night
Not yet,
staring at the
Tyreek.
ceiling, excited to come here and share this news with you. But before we get to the news, before we get down to business, can I tell you a story?
Don't forget, the Royal Rumble is in Indianapolis next year.
Y'all would have derailed this entire thing
Yep.
if you said no.
In
so I
February.
appreciate you. Thank you very
January,
much.
February.
This weekend, I spent some time in New York City at a little
Happy
event
early
called
birthday,
Fanatics
Snapback.
Fest.
Make sure you're here for an NXT. You're not going to want to miss it. And it'll
Somebody
be a
in
great
the
birthday present.
green room in between signing and taking pictures with a lot of you lovely fans.
It's already been confirmed he's going to
about this
SmackDown.
hot streak WWE is on right now, selling out buildings all over the world. And they asked me,
Not that I'm
why
aware
do
of,
you,
but who knows,
CM
Matt?
Punk,
Or
think
Alexander?
you're on such a hot streak? And the answer is easy. It's you. Why are we on a hot streak? It's you. It's you animals up in the 300 level. Why are we on such a hot streak? It's all you freaks right here, live and in living color. And I met a lot of great fans.
No, I don't think so,
First person
Jamie.
in line for pictures that day was this
Joe
nice young lady,
Tessitore.
and she was in a wheelchair, and she wheeled
Iconic,
herself in, and
legendary
she got up
football
out of the
commentator for
wheelchair,
ESPN.
And she
The guy's
walked
awesome.
up to me, and she told me with tears in her eyes that she just defeated cancer. And that somehow little old me was
Hi,
a
Mace.
source
Thank you for
of
the follow. Get
strength
yourself
for
a
her
dancing
during her
avocado
battle, and it
on
makes me think of my friend Chad Gilbert or Luke Kohler from Sick of It All, both currently fighting cancer of their own. And then I met a young lady from Taiwan, said she flew 15
No idea, Robert.
hours just to take a picture with me. 15 hours just for maybe 15 seconds with CM Punk. And then there was a young gentleman who had a sign that said, I traveled 5,785 miles from Jordan just to see CM Punk. That means something to me. It means something to every single person in the back. But it really means something to me because I missed you guys for 10 years. So I get excited to come here to Florida for the first time in a very long time to share with you some news. It's fans like you that drive me. It's fans like you that take the time. Yeah, I'll take it. Why are we on such a hot streak? It's because of the love. It's because when fans hand me bracelets that they took the time to make, maybe insignificant to other people, maybe a Taylor Swift thing, but let's face it, I'm Taylor Swift for men.
Jesus Christ.
And bracelets like these, made by fans like you, sharing the love, is exactly like a bracelet that Drew McIntyre took off my unconscious body when he jumped me in my hometown of Chicago, Illinois. So we've talked about the love, let's talk about the hate now, the flip side to the coin. Drew McIntyre. Well, Drew says he hates me, wants nothing to do with me. Got the victory at SummerSlam and wants to wash his hands and walk away. But he made it personal. Drew says he hates me. I think he loves me, but I know he's obsessed with me. Wants to stay connected to me. Wears a bracelet with my beautiful wife's name on it. And that brings me to the news I have to share. Do you guys want to hear the news? Yeah. My biggest hater is my biggest fan. So I went ahead and I made Drew a bracelet. And I talked to Adam Pearce. And unless Drew's chicken, Saturday, August 31st, Berlin, Germany, Bash at Berlin. Strap match. And for the uninitiated, that means I will be tethered to Drew like he wants so bad to be attached to me, wrist to wrist. And you have to carry your opponent's carcass to all four corners and touch each turnbuckle to win. But that's not why I want a strap match. I want a strap match so I can whip this bitch. And I can take my bracelet back, and I can leave Drew with lasting scars, which he will never forget the name CM Punk.
A strap match in Berlin. Oh, McIntyre has got himself in some hot water now.
Adam Pearce making good decisions. Color me shocked. And look at the Scotsman.
It's been a long time since we had a legit strap match.
Yeah.
So to win the match, you have to drag your opponent and touch all four corners consecutively. Like if you touch 3 of them and then they drag you away and they touch a corner, you have to start over.
I've been thinking all week about what I'm gonna do to you. Last week you embarrassed me. You whipped me like a petulant child. And I've been having all these fantasies of the violence that I'm gonna bring upon you. And you challenged me to a strap match. I have a question. I'm 100% serious right now. Have you started drinking? Have you seen me? A strap match. I accept. Oh. But that's next week. I can't wait a whole week. I need a receipt for what happened to me last week, for the scars on my back. So Fort Lauderdale, you want a little teaser of McIntyre and Punk right now. You lose that strap, and let's give them a show.
Lose the strap. We gave him a teaser last week. I say we give him the full motion picture this week. Oh. Or I'll tell you what, Drew, because I ain't afraid of you. I will give you this strap. You give me the bracelet.
Good negotiation. Is he going to give that bracelet back, Cole?
No. You're a liar. Last week you lied so you can attack me from behind. You're a hypocrite. I give you the bracelet, try to get in that ring, you'll whip me like a dog. Not a chance. Yes. And besides, April and Larry are much safer and happier at home with Drew McIntyre.
Unlike you in Berlin, who won't be safe because it's not me that's attached to you. It's you that's attached to me.
Pat, it's going to happen a week from Saturday. Bash in Berlin.
April is AJ Lee's
Those two men
actual name.
are going to be tied together with a leather strap.
Touch all four turnbuckles.
I'm going to win to the dust.
These two are going to beat the hell out of each other in Berlin.
It kind of was a weird ending.
Yeah, it wasn't a great segment, unfortunately.
Rhea, Damien, if you two think you stand a chance against us at Bash in Berlin, you must be out of your minds, because we are the most dominant couple in the history of WWE. And besides, no one lays a finger on my daddy Dom and gets away with it. So at Bash in Berlin, it'll be us on top, which is exactly where we like it.
And you know what, Damien? I don't want to wait for Bash in Berlin to get my hands on you. I want to go one-on-one with you tonight. Because I'm not the same Dominic Mysterio that you used to boss around. So why don't you leave Rhea in the back? I'll leave Judgment Day behind. I won't even have Liv. You go one-on-one with me. That's if you're man enough.
I think Liv is
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Brainwashed Dom a bit.
Dom has
He really is.
It's a trap, 1,000%.
He wants to three one-on-one? Okay.
He's Dom. I mean, that's...
The following is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Odyssey Jones and the New Day!
Hey, Pat, check out the newest WWE action figure collaboration with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods in gear inspired by the Turtles, Michelangelo and
I had It's a Trap soundbite, but
an
I
outfit inspired by Shredder. These figures are available now.
Like you did.
Make your collection elite with
Yeah, I thought I did too.
Turtle Power. Who is Odyssey Jones inspired by in his outfit?
Well, I wish I could tell you. I know he looks good. I know he looks strong. And I know that New Day rocks.
Six-man
All right, I'm going to get a drink. I'll be right back.
Live next.
There's definitely some validity to Dom going down as one of the best heels. His heat is insane. Oh, they're definitely not going to do it. They're not going to just... If you've noticed WWE lately, nothing is instant. Long-term storytelling. Will he, won't he? Will he, won't he? It seems like he's going to turn. Is he going to turn? No, he's not turning heel tonight. I just don't see it. It doesn't make sense to me. I think part of that, Joshua, was the fact that, like, that again, that segment was kind of weird, and it kind of sucked the air out of the arena a little bit. Hopefully the match is good and they're able to get kind of back into it. Yeah, exactly. Look how long it took for Otis to finally stand up to Gable. Everything Dom has done has been heelish. Everything he's done. NXT tomorrow night should be fire as per usual. I think it's going to be a Hell in a Cell between Drew and CM Punk at Bad Blood. I mean, one of the reasons you bring back Bad Blood as a pay-per-view is because that was where the Hell in a Cell first debuted, was at Bad Blood. I feel like that's the best match to have for Hell in a Cell, those two. I gotta pee real quick. I'll be right back. Hopefully I'm back before the match starts.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. We both came back at the same time.
Yep. Okay.
OC Ricky, all three of them will be a WWE champion. Win? I don't know. But I think Ethan Page is most likely to get it first out of the three. Javon Evans, Alexis King, and Ethan Page. Which becomes WWE champion first?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be Ethan Page. Alexis King seems like a US or an IC champion to me. Javon, I could see getting a full push. He's so good.
Oh, God.
We are in a historic arena. It is the home of the now Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, who brought Lord Stanley to South Florida for the first time.
I'm a Lightning guy for life.
Celebration,
the fact that they took out the Lightning in the first round really bothered me. But I mean, once they got there, I kind of wanted them to win.
The Florida Panthers.
Okay, Xfinity, don't screw up now.
Roberto Luongo here ringside having an absolute blast. Also watching Monday Night Raw tonight, Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks. Cole, I don't know if you've seen this. I sent this tweet to Fathom, who's been doing a great job in the truck. Hey, Michael Cole.
Rick Williams is not injured.
Look at you, guys.
My guy Brunson from my Knicks.
No, he's got a match
Jalen, keep watching Monday Night Raw and bring me a championship this year over those silly.
I don't know what happened. That was a terrible
he loves you.
Playoff run for them.
He loves you in the Knicks. That's a big thing. I'm happy for you, dude.
If you're buying a PS4, it might be worth investing into a PS5.
Go Pacers.
And their opponents
Vassie's ridiculous. He arguably had his worst season this past season, but they were doing this weird thing about trade-off games. Instead of having, like, runs, they would, like the one, Vassie would play, then the backup, and then Vassie, then backup. I think that may have screwed him off.
It started with Karrion Kross trying to drive a wedge between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods of the New Day, saying it's time for Xavier Woods to branch out. Finally,
let's just see if he does it again.
Dropped what he called the, quote, tired act of the New Day. Kofi and Xavier trying to keep things together. So what does Kofi do? He goes out and brings this young upstart in. Odyssey Jones, the 385-pounder.
I really
happy about that pass.
Yeah,
I'm really hoping Scarlett actually is going to get a chance to get back into the ring and wrestle again, because she was good in TNA. Yeah, good matches.
Xavier Woods said, I apologize. Should have been looking at it the same way. Anyways, they need to be on the same page over there, because AOP and Karrion Kross and Final Testament, dangerous bunch.
Yeah, well, Akam and Razor of Authors of Pain may be a bit cautious tonight against Odyssey Jones. We saw what Jones did to those two massive human beings last week. So
yeah, that was
ridiculous.
Start
things
what he
off
did
against Karrion Kross in this six-man tag team matchup.
Obviously, the Final Testament, AOP, Karrion Kross, Scarlett, and Paul Ellering, who's new boot goofing out here.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer. And the New Day Rock Chance. And the 13,700.
Bing Biscuit, go ahead and do it. Enjoy it. The computer will last a while, and you'll be able to have a lot of fun. And you'll be able, maybe you'll be able to start doing some streaming and stuff too.
Mind games here from the New Day to Karrion Kross. Keep him on his heels.
It looked like Xavier Woods really wanted to get his hands on Kross, though, Pat. Remember, that's where this whole issue started. Now Kofi Kingston, the former WWE champion.
Yeah, it all started with Karrion Kross saying terrible things about Kofi Kingston.
And listen, Kofi's a former WWE champion, 4-time Intercontinental champion, 3-time United States champion, 14-time tag team champion, NXT tag team champion. Xavier Woods, well, he is a 11-time tag champ, but he's never won a singles title in WWE. And that was the point that Karrion Kross was making.
King of the ring.
Just a team.
Not a singles championship, however.
I agree, but a massive title and obviously a lot of success, highly respected. But what the New Day has done is Hall of Fame worthy. Go talk, Mount Rushmore talk.
So let me ask you, now that we're talking frankly here, do you think Kofi Kingston trying to replace Big E with Odyssey Jones?
No, I don't think that's the case at all. I think Kofi Kingston knows that you need to add all the weapons. And
Scarlett getting involved and turning things around for Karrion Kross.
And all the loyalty you can possibly get, especially when Final Testament wants to kind of attack you.
And now, look at that. Death Valley driver delivered to Kingston.
Take him out.
And Kross of the Final Testament barking orders now to the massive 6'4", 330-pound Razor. And Razor now driving Kingston into the turnbuckle. There's a pain embarrassed last week, taking out their anger on Kofi tonight. Look at this power.
Oy. My God, that looked painful. Yeah, true, Cage. Orton Ludwig's main event already been announced. Thank you, Ricky. I didn't see that, but thank you. Much appreciated.
Guys, we really appreciate you trying to help out the mods and stuff like that, but no, don't help out the mods. They've got that. They know what we're looking for. They know exactly what we're looking for from them and stuff like that. So it's all good, guys. We appreciate it, but let them do their job. What they get paid for.
Omos is on the house circuit, house show circuit right now. They're basically
Still
using
undefeated.
him as using him as like a special attraction. Oh, nice, Seabret.
Whatever, Phil. You know what I mean. Yes, Mod get paid power that we let them have.
No, I don't, Jesus.
Adam, you're quite welcome. Speaking of Walmart, Walmart's got some really cool hoodies they got out. They got a Beetlejuice one, a Jack Skellington one, and they're like those zip up all the way up hoodies. They look really cool.
I don't know if we're ever going to get another belt design for Cody. I hope we do, but you got to make it make sense too. You can't just like randomly like, here's a new belt. Maybe when he has this rematch with Roman and he beats Roman again. I mean, I don't know. I mean, because I feel like they're going to have this trilogy match, and I feel like Cody's going to win because it's kind of about Roman kind of passing the guard to Cody, because Roman is on the tail end of his
Star Child
here, unfortunately.
Kofi Kingston, who desperately needs to make a tag to either Xavier Woods or Odyssey Jones. Karrion Kross, a brown belt trained by Daniel Gracie in the ring right now with Kingston, trying to prevent Kofi from making a tag to his New Day brethren, Xavier Woods.
So close.
Finger tips away. Kross not going to allow it to happen. Great throw by Kross.
The technique on that throw for Karrion Kross was...
On a cheap shot, knocks Jones off the apron.
Straight on it.
No, Tony. So here's the thing. They're going to keep doing this every draft. If you have a belt, if you are a title holder, you are unable to be drafted. So if Gunther has his belt and Cody has the belt still at the time of the draft, they cannot be drafted.
Akam. Oh, set shoulder first into the post, and Kofi's got an opportunity to make a
The
tag.
only exception to that rule is the women's tag team champions.
I didn't hear, Trevor.
Final testament.
What?
Kofi trying to crawl his way. Odyssey Jones back up on the apron as well.
I've had to do so many appeals tonight,
Tag made to Jones.
and every one of them has been approved.
Xavier was not happy that he didn't get the tag, but Kofi Kingston had to tag the first person he came to, and that was the big Jones.
Odyssey Jones isn't happy. He just got cheap shotted, and Odyssey Jones is flat.
They just suspended our gifting, and I had to appeal that, and that got approved. They tried to say we weren't eligible for recommendation. I had to appeal that twice and got that approved twice.
A double clothesline. And the gargantuan explosive Odyssey Jones is on fire.
That's all we've known of Odyssey Jones.
And a big headbutt delivered to Akam. Cover now by Odyssey. And Karrion Kross going to break things up.
Final Testament almost got this.
I wonder if we're going to see some...
ruined and spoiled for him by Odyssey Jones.
And Kross full head of steam. Tries to knock Jones off his feet. Does. Knees down now in the corner. Kofi Kingston back into the ring. Trouble in paradise to Kross.
Kofi tried to slide through.
Razor sending Kingston. There it is. The limit break elbow by Xavier Woods. Caught. Planted.
On bottom.
What? Odyssey!
Big boss slam.
Into the cover!
It looks good on him.
It's the journey's end!
It does. It's a good finisher for him.
I think they call it the journey's end, but it's a big boss slam.
What a win! Yet again, Odyssey Jones showing up in a massive way.
Xavier Woods not really enjoying the celebration. He was a bit upset when the tag was made to Jones.
Kofi turned so big on that. That was so scary.
Xavier Woods hits an elbow drop over the ref, and he gets rock bottom through the mat.
By the way,
All for
Paul
Odyssey
Heyman
Jones,
pretty much
who's the
confirmed
legal
at the
man
Fanatics
the
Fan
time,
Fest
to come
that
through with so much
the scars of
power and grace,
leukemia
it'll
are
make your
still
face
very
shake.
much a problem for
1, 2, 3.
Roman.
New Day and Odyssey.
And while he's in remission, he'll never be fully free of it.
And hopefully Xavier Woods gets on the same page. Because
Yeah, and he went over the ref. Woods went over the ref.
Yeah.
This kid, man. The goal, right?
Dude, it's absolutely ridiculous. Look, I know that Pierce has made this match with Dom official already, and you know that I believe in you, and I know that you have whatever it is that happens. But we also know how slimy they are. So this kind of feels a bit like a trap.
Of course it's a trap. Es lo único que saben hacer. But just the same, just to have a chance to get my hands on any one of them cowards, just to see you get your hands on Liv, oh, it'd be worth it. Look, Rhea, I'd walk through a minefield arm in arm with you to face anyone or anything. So as long as there's a breath in either one of us, we don't stop until we pass judgment on this lame-ass Judgment Day.
I love the sound of that.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
See you later?
See you later.
All right.
Trap or not, Damian Priest ready to go tonight against Dominic Mysterio. Well, ladies and gentlemen, professional wrestling lost a true pioneer this past Friday, a patriarch of the Anoa'i family, the uncle of Roman Reigns, WWE Hall of Famer, Alpha. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we send out our heartfelt sympathy, our best wishes to the entire Anoa'i family.
The WWE is saddened to learn of the passing of an influential patriarch of the legendary Anoa'i family.
It's sad that picture they show with the four of them, 3 of them have now passed.
Alongside his brother Sika, Alpha would rise to prominence as one half of the iconic tag team, the Wild Samoans.
One of the greatest tag teams in WWE history. I love to watch Alpha and Sika.
The way they connect with an audience,
Friday, Brian.
it's just phenomenal.
Throughout the 1970s and the 1980s, there was no tag team that held as many tag team championships as the Wild Samoans.
Wanting to mentor the next generation of his lineage, Alpha guided his son Samu and his nephew Rikishi toward even more tag team gold for the Anoa'i family.
They got it! They got it!
There's no better advice than the person that's in your corner, and those are family members.
Following an illustrious career, Alpha and his brother Sika would have their names immortalized as members of the WWE Hall of Fame. Eager to give back to professional wrestling, Alpha would open the Wild Samoan Training Center to help prepare future superstars.
When I first showed up at Alpha's, I think he was really excited to have me walk through the door and start training. And he actually took the time to get to know me.
Along with the center, Alpha and his wife Lynn established a foundation that awarded scholarships to disadvantaged youth, changing lives and helping to fulfill countless dreams. Through his numerous contributions in and out of the ring, Alpha became a beloved role model for his family and peers. He will always be known as a pillar of the Anoa'i legacy, whose passion and kind nature
Here's a question.
will live on through
Who are the
WWE
elders now?
forever.
I'm going to say what my mother used to tell us.
Rikishi.
Yo, tofe alafana. What that means is take care of each
Well,
other
actually, it depends.
and trust in God.
Because their spouses would technically take the role as well, if the spouses are still alive. So there's a lot of it that would involve. We would have to know a lot more about the family than we know.
If you say his name 3 times, he will appear. Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice!
Beetlejuice!
Oh, excuse me.
Can't wait for this movie to come out. So excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. There's something else coming out that same weekend.
Oh, what was it? Was it
Hold on.
Craven?
No. That's not coming out to December.
Okay. I don't think Roman speaks for a while. I think we see Heyman back before Roman speaks. Legit. Like legit.
Oh no, the Crow comes out the week before. That's what I was thinking about. But the Crow comes out the week before.
Okay.
Which I will go see the Crow, and I'll give it a chance. I wish they had gone I wish it wasn't a full reboot. Basically, reboot's not the right word either, but it's basically they're retelling the same comic book story and from the first one that had Brandon Lee versus. Yeah. There were so many other people that are in because the Crow is a spirit that travels.
Mm-hmm.
So Eric Draymond isn't always the Crow in the comic books. In fact, I think he only had one run. Like he had one small run, and like there were so many others that could have been done. I wish they would have done something else. But the fact that they're redoing the Eric Draymond one, but supposedly far more comic accurate, it will be interesting. But a lot of people are going to have a hard time detaching the name Eric Draymond from Brandon Lee, and because if you had just done it as a different story, any one of the other countless stories the Crow has had in the comic books, you wouldn't have had to worry about that. It could have just been its own thing. But now people are going to compare it to the original. You would have had some people compare it no matter what, but
oh yeah,
I have not watched the Sandman series, Bing. I was going to, but like watching some of the clips from it, I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. And I love Neil Gaiman, and I think I thought Good Omens was phenomenal. It's been rare. Like Neil Gaiman has a really bad thing about his projects getting screwed up when they get made live action. So I now know when you buy the rights to anything Neil Gaiman has written, he has full creative control over it. So if he doesn't like it, he can kill the project. Yeah. So in that sense, the Sandman should be good. I just, for some reason, I didn't. Yes, I did donate my hair to Wigs for Kids.
Setting, ladies and gentlemen, on the east coast of Florida. Sunrise, Florida tonight, just outside Fort Lauderdale. A record-breaking crowd of 13,718
You mean mommy or because they just had a segment
for Monday Night Raw, and the stars are out.
No,
tonight.
Sandman, as in the Dreamwalker.
Luongo earlier, and now ruthless Robbie Lawler, former Fighter of the Year, who has earned multiple Fight of the Year honors. Everybody loved watching him brawl. Former UFC welterweight champion in the building. We appreciate.
I think at this point you got to have Channing Tatum play Gambit.
Brawl.
Yeah.
Right now I don't have a system that works. So. What?
I thought Bronson Reed was suspended.
I guess not. I guess they decided to have a match. Oh.
Black boy, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds. Big.
No, I don't see Roman asking Seth to be a part of the deal.
Bronson Reed said last week, bow your head, pray for our truth. No amount of praying will let Truth and Seth Rollins get their revenge. No one can stop me. And this is what he was talking about. Last week on Monday Night Raw, Miz was in trouble after losing a matchup to Reed. Our Truth came down to help out his buddy, and man, did he pay.
I don't know, because Adam Pearce told him last week he was suspended.
For the Miz, and that bullet happened to be a 360.
And instead you put him in a no DQ match? That's dangerous.
Nami.
Well, 330 pounds, but I get 35 pounds when he launches
I'll get somebody hurt.
It comes crashing down to the mat like that.
We did the science on the momentum and the force and whatever it is.
See, they just showed a clip. He said, you're suspended.
On a regular basis. And R-Truth ate 6 of the tsunamis?
No, that was Seth Rollins. He was just a couple less than that.
Jeez.
Look, I'm just going to say it. The more I think about this, the more I don't like it. Okay, every instinct I have is saying suspend Bronson Reed and send him home because he doesn't care how much I fine him, and he does not care who he hurts. The only reason he's here tonight is because I respect the fact that you asked for this match. A match, by the way, that we don't have to have. Unless you can look me in the eye, Miz, and tell me that you really want it.
No, I don't know if I really want it. To be completely honest with you, if I were you, I would suspend Bronson Reed and then ban the tsunami while I'm at it. But Bronson took out R-Truth. my friend, and I don't know if you know this, I don't have a lot of friends in this industry. I'm aware. But the ones I do have,
I'm aware.
I fight for. So no, I don't know if I want to do this. I have to do it. Awesome!
I love this version of Miz. I'm gonna be honest with you.
By the way, did y'all see Pierce? He put out a phone number where fans can call and complain, like an actual complaint line.
I was.
Did you guys see it?
Did you call it?
I didn't. One, because I don't have any complaints. Two, because I know what it is.
Oh, really?
Once you call the number, it plays Rick Ashley.
Really the big chance that he had. No
Okay.
It's a full-on Rick roll.
Slay this monster as Bronson Reed crushes Miz. Running right into him.
Miz has never been accused of being the most intelligent human being on earth, but
it's basically
Mickey, I can understand.
It's a phone number for people to call if they want to complain about how he's doing as a GM. If you think he's not doing his job well, you can call
able to use a steel chair against this massive man, Bronson Reed, who just knocked the chair out of Miz's hand and then smacked him in the chest.
He's trying to collapse his sternum.
Lots of food.
Reed face first to the post, and Miz has got an opportunity. Miz has a chance now.
I thought it was pretty crazy,
Miz fighting
but
for truth, fighting for
I still
something
think
bigger
that
than
he
himself.
might be the inside man.
Truth suffered cracked ribs and internal injuries because
From what I understand, the surgery went well and she's doing okay.
Bronson Reed last week. Don't know when we'll see either of those superstars.
Yes, Miz is coming up on 20 years.
WWE, kendo sticks, steel chairs, trash cans.
It's a yard sale in South Florida. Get the tables, Miz!
And Miz is going to give the WWE fans what they want.
He did Dudley it for sure.
Not quite sure why this kooky rep keeps waving Miz off. He can do whatever he wants. There's no disqualification, but nonetheless, Miz now kendo stick in hand across that broad back of Bronson Reed. Reed just intercepted the kendo stick and broke it in half. Okay.
What are you trying to bamboozle me for?
You better sit down, Pat.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I got a little worried.
You may end up in the local medical facility. And out Reed, slamming Miz through a trash can.
What happened? What weapons hurts the worst?
A Florida man on the internet.
Those trash cans are deceptive. Like they're not. They don't hurt unless they bend in the wrong way, or you hit the edge.
And here's the problem and the dilemma that
chairs can be.
Adam Pearce has right now,
Kendo sticks, man.
Because you can find the guy.
It's a weird pain. It's a welty pain. It's a welty pain.
For WWE, fans love to see the destruction he's putting superstars through. So it's hard to suspend this guy. Let him do what he's doing, I guess. Miz wanted no DQ, and he beat the hell out of him.
In the game of deceit, Sam would do absolutely anything to win. Burn my.
Tax are just stupid. It's stupid. Don't do it.
Pax, the freaking fluorescent tubes. Don't do that either.
Yeah. Night, sheepish. Have a good one. Yeah, thumbtacks and the fluorescent bulbs are both too and barbed wire. I just don't.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Things that are gonna puncture and cut you are just. It's dumb, man. It's just dumb.
Do not know what's going on. Take a layout. So we'll see what happens
shit.
when
Right
he
on,
shows
Dr.
up.
Jones.
What?
He used the SeatGeek code. Got $20 off.
Nice. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate that.
Believe it or not, brass knuckles, unless you're with somebody who doesn't know what they're doing at all, brass knuckles don't hurt at all. Not a problem, Harvey. Appreciate you being here. Sorry whoever you were watching got reported. Yeah, my boy Nate has done some staples in his matches, and I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good. There's a lot wrong with the fluorescent tubes, Bing. It's just the way the glass shatters, it basically explodes, which makes it all very sharp, and you can cut an artery. It's just dumb.
There's an actual video that used to be on YouTube, it's not anymore, of a guy quite literally right here got cut wide open because of fluorescent tube, and he's just gushing and gushing.
Yeah, and the muscle was exposed and everything. It was gross. The sledgehammer, again, because if you notice when they ever hit anybody with sledgehammers, they put their hand on it, and so, and I don't think it's a legit sledgehammer either. Yes, I used to be a wrestler. The best thing you can do, the best advice that I give everybody is find a wrestling school near you and make sure it's reputable and well liked, and go there and listen to your trainers. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's so much wrong with it. I had multiple injuries and I had to retire. Plus, I mean, I'm going to be real. Like, I love it, and I would love to do it again. But I also knew that I was never going to be in WWE. I was never going to be a big-time star. I'm 5'8" on my best day.
Big Bronson Reed. And
I'm not a big dude. I'm not.
Reed shoulder first into a spear
it wasn't.
Miz wanted the no disqualification. Stipulation.
It just wasn't like something in my future. As much as I would love to do it.
Friend and partner, R-Truth.
R-Truth got
decimated
by Bronson Reed a
Yep.
week ago, and now
So Nick Gage, sick Nick Gage. That's one they got almost killed because of it. Jeez.
I think the chair is upside down. Like, why is everybody using the wrong side of the chair?
And you heard what Bronson Reed just said. Don't piss me off. That's what he just said to Miz. When Miz dropped him on that chair,
KJ, awesome.
His expression changed, and he went into this whole different zone. I was just looking right into the eyes of this man, and he is ticked off.
You should never look in the eyes of Bronson Reed, obviously.
Well, also remember, when I was wrestling, it was 2004 and 2008. It was still the land of the giants back then. The larger-than-life characters.
Oh, yeah.
My body now, I couldn't do it, but...
on Big Bronson Reed, the 330-pounder.
Right on, Star Child. That's awesome. MEW, I'll have to look into it. Do they have anything on YouTube, Star Child?
Reed is stumbling and startled and stunned.
If not, you should talk to them, and they should start posting it on YouTube.
Miz now top rope caught.
Oh no, Miz.
Went for the Death Valley driver to the table.
Nick, the unfortunate thing is, we didn't really know about Daniel until he went to WWE.
I should say the table.
Well, I did. I knew about him. I'd worked shows with him.
Okay.
How could you not get carried away with these two?
I knew about the American Dragon. I'll have to check it out.
Again, averting disaster, looking for the skull-crushing finale into the table, not able to wrap up Big Bronson Reed. Death Valley.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
He was not supposed to land that low on the table.
Jeez.
No, he wasn't.
What is this thing on the loose?
Oh my God.
Here is your winner, Big Bronson
Emotional damage.
He's unstoppable.
Sean, Nikki Cross threw it away.
Through everybody.
The destruction of Big Bronson Reed rolls on, and he's not done yet. Big Bronson Reed do what he did to Truth.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Cole.
Okay.
That's one big son of a bitch.
Good way to come back. It's a very good way to come back.
6'8", 385.
This meat castle can go eye to eye, knee to knee with Big Bronson Reed.
Look at these two monsters. Has Bronson Reed finally met his match?
A tsunami needs a tidal wave from one big son of a bitch.
Seamus, congratulations on your victory over Pete Dunne, but I have to ask, how's the hand?
That'll be a good feud.
Jackie. My hands are bleeding bits.
Yeah, well.
But none of the food pints of black stuff won't cure, you know what I mean? And look, fair play to Butch. I mean, Pete Dunne. I mean, he went toe-to-toe with me tonight and put on a banger and fought Lauderdale. I mean, the lad's got problems, you know, but nothing like a good hide to chase the demons away. A bit of psychotherapy for the little psycho.
Hey,
you know?
Seamus! So first question, why are we wasting time talking to the opening act here? I mean, you could talk to the man who is going to main event Monday Night Raw tonight. To the man who is going to beat Randy Orton in the middle of that ring tonight. The man that is Ludwig Kaiser. That's what you should do.
Jackie, could you excuse me once again? Thanks.
And you, don't you worry. After I'm done with Randy Orton tonight, I will come right back to you so we can settle this once and for all.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I guess
Nick,
a few broken
Punk's already been
ribs and smashed skull wasn't less than enough for you, was it, Blondie? But look, stats say we're 1-1 at the moment, and anytime you want to finish that trilogy, you know where to find me. Either way, I'm going to be celebrating my win tonight with a pint of the black stuff in the bar around the corner, watching you take an RKO. Hey, good luck in the main event tonight, fella.
Kaiser's got Randy Orton in our main event.
They're still going after Chad Gable, and now they're going after Ivy Nile as well. And I guess the Creed brothers, too.
That two-timer, Dirty Dom Mysterio, is going to go one-on-one with Damian Priest. Hope he rips his mustache off. And his mullet.
Tomorrow.
That match alone, that number one contenders match alone, is going to make NXT just 10 out of 10 show. But you know the whole show is going to be insane. This
God,
also,
yeah, and
this
like,
also,
the
Gauntlet Eliminator, please.
Like, quite literally, I could see NXT being those two matches and just those two matches, and let them go
Don't forget,
all night long.
We also have the Chase U celebration for winning the tag titles.
Right, so that's what you do in between the two matches.
Yep. Here's the deal. We've got almost 1,800 people here in the crowd. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and watching Raw. If you do not watch NXT, please, please, please tune in tomorrow for our live and watch NXT with us, because NXT is the greatest wrestling show on television today. If you enjoy Raw and you enjoy SmackDown, you will absolutely enjoy NXT. It is the absolute best in wrestling today. Greatest women's division, best all-around storytelling. The flow of the show is perfect. So please make sure you tune in and watch NXT. It is the greatest wrestling show on television today. Hands down, absolutely worth the time. We need to get more eyes on NXT because it is so, so, so good. So, Sean, no hate, nothing. I just want to know why you don't like NXT. I mean, I've seen you in the chat before and stuff like that. So what is it about NXT that you don't like? Just curious. I'm kind of with you. I kind of think Miss Parker might win the gauntlet. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think they're setting Saruka up to. I think they're going to set Saruka up. Yeah, that's true too. Because Jada is a heel, and Roxanne is a mega heel right now, so they may go Saruka. I'm glad you get to watch it next day, Sarjan. NXT is 2 hours and 8 minutes long. Yeah, and anybody who doesn't enjoy current, and here's the thing, I'm talking about current NXT. I'm not talking about NXT from before. If you're not watching it now, because we've been watching NXT now for over 18 months, And in that 18 months, there's been 2 bad episodes. That's it. So I would like to hear why people do not like it. When did you watch NXT that you saw botched performances? Because honestly, 99 times out of 100, NXT has better matches than anybody else, just move-wise. And again, you also have this wonderful thing now where TNA is now part of the deal and working with them, and we're getting a lot of crossover stuff, which is also great. NXT is WWE. If you grew up WWE, NXT are the Braun Breaker came from NXT. Bronson Reed came from NXT. You know,
Tiffany Stratton,
Pete Dunne, Tiffany Stratton, Maxxine Dupri,
Bianca
Ivy
Belair,
Nile,
Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Becky Lynch. Those are all NXT, not modern NXT, but NXT. Yes, The Shield, Seth Rollins. I mean, Big E, Bo Dallas. There's so many guys that came from NXT.
JJ, it is on TikTok. I don't know what happened to it. We're still live.
I mean, unless your profile says, JJ, if you're under 18, we might have gotten age restricted, but
yeah.
Let's see.
Honestly, if you're trying to go back and kind of get caught up, just go back to Stand and Deliver from WrestleMania weekend and start from there.
Much more. Find your package on onlocationexp.com/WWE.
I'm here with Intercontinental Champion Braun
This man
Breaker.
right here
Braun,
on the screen.
Congratulations on
NXT
retaining
World
your
Champ.
championship last week
Twice.
in a vicious 2 out of 3 falls match against Sami Zayn. Now that Sami is definitively behind you, can you tell me about your future plans?
It's a good thing that I went to a highly educated university, Kathy, because apparently I've heard today that there's going to be a tournament starting next week to determine the next challenger for this Intercontinental Championship, which is just funny, because Adam Pearce can't stand the fact that I'm progressing through the entire roster at such a fast rate that he wants, first thing he does, he wants to slow me down by starting a turn. That's not my fault. It's not my fault that I'm a badass. It's not my fault that I'm a genetic freak more talented than anyone in that locker room. It's not my fault that the dogs are barking in every city that we go to.
Are you watching the current stuff, Star Child? Because Shawn Michaels is straight cooking
that
the
I earned this
storylines.
Intercontinental Championship. So have your tournament. But to the poor soul that wins it, that has the nerve to stand in front of me for this championship, I'm gonna spear you through the floor and give you the beating of a lifetime. And that'll be my fault.
Braun, thank you so much. Sounds like every superstar in that tournament has officially been put on notice. Let's send it out to ringside.
I'm not entering that tournament. Nobody should.
It's hard not to like that confidence, though, of the Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker.
Yeah, love it. We need it. We're lucky it's here. Speaking of being lucky about things.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, representing the Judgment Day, Dirty Dominic Mysterio!
I have no idea what Liv Morgan sees in this guy. I didn't know what Rhea Ripley saw him in either, but Dominic Mysterio's challenged Damian Priest to a one-on-one match here tonight on Monday Night Raw. So he obviously has a death wish. He's not thinking straight. Liv Morgan's got him all out of cahoots.
He's got this new Judgment Day.
No,
I mean,
Dom
this
did
guy
not go to
stinks.
NXT.
That's just,
His dad brought him up.
you know, at birth he was given.
Although
an
he was
opportunity
North
to
American
break
champion
Mysterio.
twice in NXT.
And what has he done to that? Well,
Well, he's talented in the ring. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, but he spit on the opportunity, wiped his ass with it.
Technically, I wish he hadn't have lost it. But
Yeah,
I understand why they gave it to Trick.
I love Trick being champion, but he was only champion for like a week.
Yeah,
but that's back
that's
when
what I
that's
mean.
during the time when Vince was booking.
Yeah.
When Shawn Michaels took back over, it was straight fire, man. He was just killing it.
You're not wrong, Chris. You're really not.
I don't know if Dom ever wins the world title, but maybe. I see him more as a consummate IC and United States title guy.
Well, the reason this man isn't world champion today is because of the Judgment Day, because of Finn Balor and the backstabbing by Balor back at SummerSlam. Wait a minute! Damian Priest knew it was coming. He told Rhea Ripley, I know this is going to be a trap, and he was ready for Judgment Day to come busting out of the entranceway, and he caught him, and now Dominic Mysterio realizes, oh no, I'm in deep trouble.
Damian knew it was coming, even though Dom said this was going to be one-on-one. I'll do it by myself. And now look at Damian.
Yeah, finally, some payback on the man who cost him the championship, and now J.D. McDonough. What a great match with Priest a couple of weeks ago. Sent toward the barricade. Balor's going to get his. And Finn Balor now grabbed once again and saved by Carlito, who runs into a big kick by Priest and one to J.D. McDonough as well. And now Dominic stands alone.
J.D. might be out cold.
Do I think Dom's the next Eddie G? No.
Pat.
Yup.
Pat.
Yup.
Pat.
Yup.
Dominic better turn around. The Eradicator's here. The Terror Twins have Dominic cornered. Headbutt. Big right hand. Dominic finally getting his tonight. And Priest.
She kicked her leg so high she went over the top rope.
Announce table and she's ripping her table apart.
You got it. Hey, you got it. Hey, you do what you got to do to this bum, y'all.
Dominic Mysterio trying to beg off this and set outside the ring, and now Rhea's gonna get her some. Get him, Rhea, get him!
Demolish this dumb Rhea Ripley.
Time, Liv Morgan with a chair to Rhea Ripley.
And now the numbers game for the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan's bashing Rhea Ripley's head off the commentary table. 4-on-1 in the ring. The Terror Twins are getting destroyed by this new Judgment Day.
Morgan with the attack from behind with a chair. And now beating the hell out of Rhea. Meanwhile, Damian Priest is helpless. Being held down by Judgment Day. Trying to break through now. Backstabber from Carlito.
I thought he was fighting back, gonna come save Rhea, but instead Liv still pounding away on Rhea Ripley.
And now Damian Priest. Dominic Mysterio holding Priest and saying, watch what we do to Rhea Ripley. Shoulder first into the post. Now over the announce table. Rhea Ripley being picked apart by the Women's World Champion. As Damian Priest watches the destruction.
Shoulder first into the stairs.
Again, the bad shoulder. The shoulder that Liv Morgan untapped months ago, costing Ripley the championship, and again, shoulder into the post, and Dominic with a cheap shot to Priest.
These goons.
Rhea's been taken out. Finn Balor now with a coup de grace to Damian Priest. Priest is helpless. Rhea trying to drag herself into the ring to help Priest, and oblivion from Liv Morgan. Ripley is out. And now Balor telling Dominic to go up to the top. And Dominic with that stupid smile on his face, mocking the late great Eddie Guerrero. And Dominic now with a frog splash to a defenseless Damian Priest.
Damian and Rhea had a plan, and so did this new Judgment Day.
Absolute destruction. from the new Judgment Day to the former members Priest and Ripley.
They actually needed
Like
this.
ravenous, ferocious, feral dogs, the Judgment Day has made its mark and has destroyed.
Yeah, I think you guys are reading way too much into the whole Jay's not coming out. It must mean this and this and this. Calm it down, guys. The reality is the Judgment Day needed to look strong. The new Judgment Day hasn't looked strong.
The fastest phenomenon.
And Jay and Sammy have a match against the Judgment Day on Raw, I believe, next week. They're not focused on the bloodline. They actually have a title match against Judgment Day. But the reality is, just because Damian Priest is a babyface now doesn't mean, just like what Jay went through, he's not going to be forgiven immediately. They are teasing it at house shows where they will eventually get help from Jay and Sammy. But Jay and Sammy have a tag match against the Judgment Day on Raw. They're not going to SmackDown anytime soon. I do think Jay will be a part of the Bloodline Civil War, but we still got a ways away to go from that. I could see maybe after the tag match when Judgment Day cheats to keep the titles, that now it's more of a common enemy thing, and that maybe during a beatdown they do come out and help, but I think Dom's going to have a hellacious career and be considered an all-time, maybe not, I don't know if all-time great, but maybe. His heel heat is insane, that's for sure.
It really is.
They haven't really beaten up the Judgment Day for 2 or 3 weeks. They've been able to beat them in the sense that they get them to run off.
Yeah. You're not wrong, Elias.
Thank you, Jonathan. The key is that will, after this storyline runs its course, will he be able to maintain this type of heel mentality on his own? Then we'll be able to talk about whether he truly is one of the greatest heels of all time. It is the Smoke RPMC.
There are rumors that Raquel comes back and is teaming with Liv. That rumor's been around for a while.
I do know that right now she is just starting to train in the ring again. And the way she's training is very back to her old school heel stuff from NXT. So I could see her coming back at least as a heel. But she also did this great advertisement that was posted by WWE about the medical people that helped her get through her infection and get her skin clear. Here's a reality. If you looked at 2009 Randy Orton, you would have sworn that man would never be able to be a face again. He's like, there's no way Randy Orton, with everything he has done, and the greatest heel of all time is 2009 Randy Orton in my eyes. And you would have thought there's no way that man could ever be face again.
With a women's world champion.
Quite honestly, it's very easy to go face.
And once Liv Morgan handled Rhea Ripley, then the new Judgment Day beat the hell out of Damian Priest in the ring. 4-on-1 attack on Damian, cheap shot attack on Rhea. The Terror Twins had a rough night in Florida.
Yeah, and then Dominic with the proverbial exclamation point, the frog splash to Damian Priest. And the new Judgment Day lays waste to the former
Yeah, that, again, 2009 Randy Orton, I think, is the greatest heel of all time. I think it should be studied by anybody who wants to be a heel.
Do it. That's the judge. Hey, come here. Get a close-up of this. Hey, Damien. Hey, Rhea. You know what that is? That's just a little taste. That's just a little sample of what's going to happen to the both of you in Berlin, huh?
Damien was world champion because of the Judgment Day.
Now he's not the world champion because of the Judgment Day. And that's cool.
Rhea likes to say she made Dominic a man. Well, he's been all man. And at Fashion Berlin, I'm going to make Rhea my bitch.
Talk dirty. Sorry, all that. Hey.
That's okay.
Stronger Together is brought to you by Progressive. Get even more savings when you bundle your boat, RV, or motorcycle with Progressive.
Kairi Sane and Io Sky of Damage Control against the team now known as the Pure Fusion Collective. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire looking on. We will determine who will be the number
Like the
one
name.
for the
I
women's
do
tag
not like the
title.
name.
Damage control. In control early.
I don't know, it's kind of growing on me. Like, not that I love it. I don't think I'll ever love it, but I can appreciate it. Like, I would have preferred like Pure Fight Collective, or you know,
Yeah.
Pure Combat Collective, or something like that.
And the tag team champions making
The fusion is what's thrown me off.
Who is the strongest group in the world?
Honestly, yeah.
WWE.
Yes, Fire and Dawn would say, hey.
I don't know if we get new champs.
Dismantling everyone.
I think they hold the titles until Bianca and Jade get it back.
Can we go back to the dominant lift thing for just a moment?
Yeah, and did Flo from Progressive hear any of that? Because
Yeah, Pure Fight Collective, PFC. Would have been amazing.
triple threat match for the titles.
Io Sky on the left, Kairi Sane on the right.
You're not wrong, Andrew.
Tag team championship tonight. Triple threat rules. Io, of course, a former tag team champion both in NXT and
I think WWE needs to put more emphasis on this tag belt before they try to come up with a new belt.
her and Shayna Baszler.
Dakota is dealing with a knee injury.
NXT Women's title.
I think it's just like it's kind of like a flare up, and she's just working on it.
Haven't for a very long time, but in this triple threat, there's all types of little rivalries.
Mace, you're not wrong.
We get Randy Orton returning to Raw.
I'm Aces. Excuse me.
And
Hi.
a triple threat for the titles match on the same Monday Night Raw.
She might come back. Asuka might be coming back before the end of the year. We'll see. But yeah, she is scheduled to come back by the end of the year.
But no, she's scheduled to come back in January.
I've been practicing this all
Asuka is scheduled for January. Most likely, actually, the Royal Rumble. But January is when they said she would not be back this year.
Fusion Collective.
PFC.
PFC, not to be confused with KFC. That does have some delicious fried chicken. This is Pure Fusion Collective. PFC.
Led by Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark will be the team in this matchup, battling for the tag team title. Zoe, a former tag team champion, once with Io Sky down in NXT.
And this Pure Fusion Collective could be a real problem if they can all be on the same page.
Baszler's a former tag team champion as well, two-time NXT Women's Champion.
They got a stance. I mean, Pure Fusion Collective is ready to collect titles. Shooter. Speaking of titles, our champs are here.
Surprised a lot of people. Back at Clash at the Castle in June in their home country of Scotland. Whether the current women's tag team champions defending tonight, triple threat rules, Alba Fire on the left, Isla Dawn on the right. Unique tag team, but very, very effective. This Friday night on SmackDown, they will team with Blair Davenport, their partner in crime over on Friday nights, against Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi in a massive 6-woman tag team match. We'll have to see if they're going to go to Friday night with their tag titles still intact, however.
That's the thing about the women's tag titles. They are to be defended everywhere. All shows. All fighters.
Won't be on the line, though, Friday night because it's a 6-woman tag team match.
Of course. Of course.
The following is a triple threat match, and it is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers. First, representing Damage Control, the team of Kairi Sane and Io Sky.
Yes, this is a triple threat for the tag titles.
Next, accompanied to the ring by
This is not the last
Deville,
match.
Boo.
the team of Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, Pure Fusion Collective.
Shooters.
They did it without Sonya. I wonder what that means.
And their opponents, they are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
I think the champions retain.
I do too. I don't think they lose them until Bailey and Bianca and Jade win them back.
Rules of the triple threat match. 2 women will be in the ring at the same time. You can tag anybody in.
I told you.
Partner, although I don't know why you would want to, but nonetheless, first team gain pinfall or submission will become the tag team champions here tonight. No champions advantage in this matchup for the current champs, Fire and Dawn.
Yeah, obviously a very vulnerable position for the champions to be in.
Also remember, no disqualification in this matchup, which means Sonya lurking at ringside could be a problem.
We know what that means with Sonya Deville.
And good luck to the official in this matchup, Daphne LaShawn, trying to keep some semblance of order.
Fire and Dawn sent over to the commentary deck.
And now we're underway, bell rings. It's Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler starting things off in this triple threat tag team matchup. Tremendous history here. These women battled all over the place for the NXT Women's Championship.
They know each other very, very, very well as Damage Control maintains.
They'd love to win the tag team gold tonight, Io and Kairi. Dakota Kai, of course, out for about 8 to 10 weeks. Needs knee surgery after an attack by Sonya Deville. Kairi Sane, whoa, that was very unique. Using the rope to her advantage, taking everybody out at the ringside. Io Sky takes out the champ.
I'm not sure if that was what was supposed to happen, but it kind of
Damage
worked out.
control. Are they going to win the tag titles?
I actually think that's not what's supposed to happen. However, she took a bad situation and made it really cool.
Yeah, that kind of worked out. Kind of a cool move.
Because it looked like she was trying to bring her feet up to get onto the rope.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was like. I mean, maybe that was what was supposed to happen. Because again, it looked really cool. Like, I was like, oh, it's an interesting.
Yeah.
move.
But it's also, she's very inventive when she's in the air and stuff like that. She's always been known for someone who can take a fast spot and make it look really good. So. Sounders fan, I don't know why we don't see elimination matches that much anymore.
Well, honestly, WWE was something they kind of did. They kind of went away from that very early on. WCW did a lot of them. TNA kind of kept it going, but I don't know. Like WWE's always kind of gotten away from that. Like triple threats used to be where it was all triple threats were elimination style before WWE became big, and they just kind of went away from that.
Tony, you're not wrong. When botches go right.
I definitely don't think we need more steel cage or Hell in a Cell matches, because if you put a bunch of them more of them into the programming, then they don't mean anything. They should be rare. They should be something where they only come out when they absolutely need them.
Like Drew and Punk. That will be leading to a Hell in a Cell match.
I think it will, yeah. And that'll make sense. Don't be so sure about that, Ahmad. What people need to remember, and I don't know why people are forgetting this, the only thing that's going to happen with NXT is that they won't bleep things. So if somebody drops a bullshit, or if the crowd says, fuck you, Solo, Netflix won't have to bleep that. It won't matter. They don't deal with the FCC. That being said, WWE is still a publicly traded company that has to answer to a board of directors, and that board answers to sponsors who bring in money. So don't expect it all of a sudden to become tons of fuck yous and blood everywhere and all kinds of craziness. It's not going to get...
And Shayna Baszler taking up that cheap shot.
It might get a little bit edgier, but it ain't going to be this big, huge change. Because also, Raw's on Netflix, SmackDown's on USA Network, NXT's on CW. You can't have Raw be this mature audience program and SmackDown still be PG. It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Can tag anybody you want in this matchup. Of course, you'd rather tag your partner, gives you a better chance to win. But nonetheless, Baszler hit off the tag, and Kairi Sane not allowed to make it to Io Sky in her corner.
Shayna's able to pin right here.
It's Jerry.
Yes, Scurry, I understand. You guys are lucky in the UK. Everything is going to be on Netflix.
And now Fire and Sky, the two legal women in this matchup.
Yeah, but that's not how it is here.
Oh.
Shayna Baszler running into
Star Child, I don't think those matches need Hell in a Cell. They got to get there. And Bad Blood, I think might be too close to get there story-wise. Whereas Drew and Punk, they're going to get there. They're going to have the strap match at Berlin. You end that feud at Bad Blood in a Hell in a Cell.
Knocked down by Sky.
Fire in the corner, gone on the ground.
And Shayna Baszler using everybody against one another.
Io Sky still pulling all the strings right now.
Former WWE Women's Champion launches herself top rope.
Nico, I don't know if it is or not.
Are you kidding me?
No, in Canada it will not be all three on Netflix.
What a joy to watch.
How could you not be?
Bullet train attack.
Oh, see, that's another thing. The 3 Stages of Hell match would be a good match for Punk and Drew, too.
Yeah, but I don't know if they'll go back that route.
Get him tonight.
And Io looking to put Alba Fire.
Yeah, we're thinking Punk wins in Berlin.
Yeah.
Io toward the corner. Big kick by Fire. And the relentless Alba Fire, who loves to fly. Daredevil.
I don't think they're going to do Fight Pit anymore.
Stopped by Kairi Sane.
Again, the reason I keep saying Hell in a Cell, and what you guys need to consider, Bad Blood was the first ever appearance of Hell in a Cell. The Shawn Michaels Undertaker match. Bad Blood was where that developed. So if you're going to bring back Bad Blood, it only makes sense to do Hell in a Cell.
Sane's legal, cover on Fire.
Which one WWT star you want back? Aleister Black. Also known as Malachi Black. Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, but the referee
There's
has
two
Adam
for
Cole.
control as things start to break
Adam
down
Cole,
in this
if he
triple
can
threat
wrestle.
Yeah, which I don't know if he can.
Sonya Deville eats a boot.
Kairi Sane with a spear.
Who's going to be the last one standing?
Kairi Sane walking the plank. Sonya Deville knocked off the apron. Shayna Baszler now with a knee. Tag made. Zoe Stark's legal. She just tagged Alba Fire, who was the legal woman. Tag made to Baszler. Baszler's legal. Io Sky.
I hope so, IDK. I really do.
Stark takes her out, running knee by Baszler.
As someone who's had a similar injury to what Adam Cole received, it hurts.
Top rope, cross body. Both members of Pure Fusion Collective taken out
So,
by
Chris,
Shane.
Ambrose probably will never come back to WWE because he cannot wrestle his type of match in WWE.
Baszler, though, with the right.
We do not have
These
Reddit.
two who have such an incredible history together. Renewing it here tonight on Monday Night Raw.
By the way, if you never have, go back and watch Kairi Sane, Shayna Baszler for the NXT title.
Fired up all night. They've
Oh
been
God,
everything
yes.
here tonight.
Adam Cole, there's a pad in between where your foot is and where the leg connects and stuff like that, and he quite literally just jumped off his AEW stage and crushed it. So he had to have surgery.
Shane trying to create some sort of separation and does.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Baszler like a brick.
God
America.
damn.
That's what that move's supposed to look
Ambrose
like.
likes to do bloody deathmatch style stuff, which is what WWE does not want.
Time for the insane elbow. Doing the tag
Now that I agree with wholeheartedly, Chris.
Yes, Evolution. Give it to me. I want it.
Baszler gets the boots up. I don't believe Shayna realizes that Dawn is legal. And now Alba Fire's legal. Backstabber now to Baszler. Fire from the top rope with a
Oh!
Cover by Fire.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
That was a hell of a match.
It was a very good match. The crowd was dead at the beginning, but they got into it.
Oh God, yeah.
Pat, pretty incredible sequence for the tag champs there to pull off the win and keep the tag titles.
Yeah, Damage Control goes down. Pure Fusion Collective leaves without titles, and Fire and Dawn are still champs.
Head into a six-woman Friday night on SmackDown. Ludwig Kaiser of Imperium on your right heads into our main event here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Words of encouragement by the world champion Gunther. For the first time in 10 months, Orton in action on Monday Night Raw. The WWE's Apex Predator, Randy Orton versus Ludwig Kaiser. Our main event is live next.
The NFL is...
Again, guys, just because Raw is going to Netflix does not mean the company is going to start doing bloody shit. They are a publicly traded company. On top of that, SmackDown will still be on USA Network. NXT will be on CW. You can't have Raw be this aggressive TVMA show only to have SmackDown still be PG and NXT still be PG. It wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. So just because Raw is going to Netflix does not mean we're going to see this change in style of wrestling. The next TNA PLE is crap. What is it called? It's not Bound for Glory. Emergence, that's what it's called. And with our subathon, we will play that after SmackDown when we start the subathon because it's August 30th. So we'll do SmackDown and then we'll watch Emergence. And then we'll roll into further into. Then we got Bash at Berlin, and then we got No Mercy on Sunday. Yeah, that I have to look into that some more, Trevor, because that was my plan. But you're right. All of a sudden, TNA is no longer allowing people to stream their stuff. So I don't know. I'll have to look into it and see if it's something we can do.
I might have to do a Discord exclusive.
You're welcome, Hunter.
Welcome, Hunter.
No, because you got them coming. They'll have like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I don't think, Chris, I don't even think they set anything up yet for a women's war
No, they
game
haven't
match.
set anything up. Nothing's been set up yet, so.
Monday Night Raw, I am backstage with Jey Uso. And Jey, it has been a minute since you and I have been able to catch up, but WWE fans have been so excited seeing you and Sami Zayn in recent weeks interacting backstage, talking about maybe even reuniting as a tag team. But after last week's loss to Braun Breaker,
Tyson, if you go to the profile, go to the
Yeah, my
Instagram,
dog
links
Sammy
in the
just had to take some time off,
link
clear
tree.
his head. You know what I'm saying? He put in work week after week. When he pick himself up, he'll be back with a vengeance. You know what I'm saying? But he said something to me. He said, if he can't be champion, that don't mean I can't be. So I'm still trying to get my singles championship, Jack. Yeah. And I heard that itch Braun Breaker over there talking about he need a challenger for the IC championship. Hey, look, I hollered at Adam Pearce. I put my name in the tournament for the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, looks like they scrapped the tag match.
So check it out. Next time you see main event Jey Uso in your city,
scrapped the tag match.
I'm gonna have the Intercontinental Championship on this shoulder right here, Jackie, yo. You feel me?
What's wrong with Sammy?
Yeet.
I do feel you, Jey.
Sammy
Thank
might
you
just
for
be taking
the
some time off.
guys. It is official. Jey Uso
He has been running hard.
shifted his focus back to becoming a singles champion for the first time in WWE. Cole, Pat, if that doesn't deserve a yeet, I don't know what does. Back to you guys.
Well, you know, Jackie, yeet is now part of the official Scrabble dictionary.
Yeah, I eat all the time. I love it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a sad night for me here on Monday Night Raw. This man to my right, one of my best friends on the entire planet, and I mean that sincerely. We do spent so much time together, but Pat's leaving us for the next couple of months as he heads off to football season. More on that in just a moment, but we all of us here at WWE wanted to sort of review what has happened this year with Pat McAfee behind this broadcast desk.
Oh, come on.
Let's go!
Giving him a package. That's awesome.
Is back!
Yeah, he's only going to be gone for a few months.
all over myself. But the reason why tonight is such a special night is because it is actually Michael Cole's birthday today.
Dirty Dom is a dude wipe after you wipe.
Fella! Santa! Fuck ya, fella!
This is just going to make Drew even more mad. You better sit down, Pat. You're the Rumble Max. Go! Come on, Pat! Go get him! What could go wrong? McAfee just eliminated himself in 38 seconds. Yes! Good job, Pat. We have our
Love Pat, love Pat, love Pat.
You are one of the craziest people I've ever met in my life. It's been so much fun here. But you got to head out and do some football. And, of course, this coming Saturday in Dublin, College Game Day.
I didn't know that was coming. Thank you to everybody that obviously pieced that together behind the scenes.
He's going to be doing College Game Day again this year.
Thank you, Pat.
And this is my family. I am so lucky that I get to do this. I will see you in a few months. And College Game Day is going to be phenomenal. But what I feel when I'm with this WWE family is something I've been yearning for my entire life. This is a dream.
So after last year's College Game Day, Pat was pretty adamant. He was like, they're not going to want me back.
I've been emotional all day.
They don't want me back.
Saturday, ESPN
I don't
College
fit that.
Game Day, live
Apparently,
from Dublin,
ESPN
Ireland. Pat McAfee
begged
will be
him.
part of the crew, as he always is.
They
Sheamus
begged him and
will be
offered
the
him
guest
apparently a
kicker
lot of money
live from Dublin,
to
Ireland,
come
as
back.
the college football season kicks off with week 0. And the good news that I can share with everyone is Pat's going to be back in January as Monday Night Raw makes history, WWE makes history as we kick things off live on Netflix.
There he goes, official. He'll be back for Netflix.
I'm living the dumbest life of all time. I'm so
Good.
thankful. Can't
Good,
wait
good,
for
good, good.
January already. I'm going to miss you, Cole. And I love everybody that was a part of piecing that together and everybody here.
And look what you're going to miss next week on Monday Night Raw. We're in Providence, Rhode Island, and Braun Strowman has always had the back of Awesome Truth. That's why he came out to help Miz tonight. Strowman and Bronson Reed, one-on-one next week.
You're talking one big son of a bitch!
You had to get it in one more time. Also, Braun Breaker told us about this earlier. We're going to start a tournament.
So I'm curious what they're going to do next week for commentary, because Joe Tessitore doesn't start until the 2nd, September 2nd.
Right.
So there's like a gap. There's a week gap here.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! But, partner, we still got a main event to call tonight.
Yes, we do.
We're getting Uncle Howdy in action next week. Holy
Yay! R.I.P. Chad. Yeah, I can see that. Paige, I was the same way. I thought he wouldn't make it have a match until a PLE.
I really didn't either. That's crazy. I think Gable will win the IC title first, but I could see Gable down the road winning a world title.
Leg of Randy Orton. Shot blocked by Ludwig Kaiser earlier tonight. Randy was in some serious pain. How will that affect him not only tonight against Kaiser, but a week from Saturday?
No, Randy still is with SmackDown. He's still a SmackDown star. However, because of his match with Gunther and stuff like that, he has temporarily been relocated to Raw. Temporarily.
If he does win the title, he will then move permanently to it. I do watch Chris Van Vliet. He's very good at what he does. So Michael Cole's going to SmackDown. It's just a guess, but I'm thinking that Corey's going to come over to help guide Joe Tessitore. But Joe is one of the best commentators in all of sports.
It's been 4 years since Randy
It is a huge get for WWE. And I know Triple H will give him the time to grow into the role.
But up next is our main event.
And he is a very old school fan of wrestling. Been watching his whole life.
Live, Monday Night Raw.
Now, Bear, I hadn't thought about that. Maybe they do bring out Big E next Monday. Let him do commentary.
God, I would love that. So the thing with Joe Tessitore, he signed with WWE 2 months ago. Like, they signed that contract like 2 months ago. I promise you that man has been studying nonstop. Because that is what that man does. His work in the tape rooms and the pre-match interviews and all that stuff is legendary. And I promise you that when Joe comes in, there will be somewhat of a learning curve, somewhat of a transition for him, because it is a different style than calling a football game. That being said, he will make that transition quick, he will do it well, and he will be a fun addition. And if we get him on Raw, and then Pat McAfee comes back, those two together, we've already seen snippets of that on ESPN from time to time. Those two together, holy shit, it's going to be amazing. Joe Tessitore is one of the greatest when it comes to football commentating. I think he's underappreciated. And he's revered, and yet I think underappreciated. That's how good he is. And I really, really feel like he's going to be an amazing get for WWE.
I give him like 3 weeks, and he's gonna be on the ball. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be able to run with anybody. But no, honestly, I would love to see Big E get a shot next week. And if he does well, I hope they send him down to NXT and replace Booker.
I mean, when he comes to the best sports commentator, first of all, I thought Mauro Ronaldo got the short end of the stick with WWE because he is phenomenal. I think Mauro Ronaldo is one of the greatest. But, I mean, if you want to go all-time sports, I mean, John Madden and Pat...
oh, God.
Shit. Pat... he was John Madden's partner forever and a day. Pat... Somebody help me out here. Summerall. Thank you, Anthony. Pat Summerall.
Thank
those
you.
Those two were phenomenal in their prime. In their prime,
yes.
Unstoppable, top of the game, best of the best. But for me, like I said, I think Joe is one of those guys that Joe, again, revered as a commentator, but not, I don't think revered enough. I don't think revered enough. Who was it that said they already pre-ordered the Star Wars Outlaws game? It has to main event, right? Like, Howdy and Gable has to main event?
What, next week?
Scrooge, is it exclusively on Xbox or is it on all systems? I know the ad shows Xbox, but that could just be that Xbox paid for the ad. I might
all
have
systems. Scrooge.
I might have to renew my Game Pass. I don't know if my computer can take it, though. I mean, it is a gaming laptop, but still, I already put so much on it. It's on all systems. Never mind, my fucking PS4. I'm sitting there going, oh, I'll get it for PS4. Never mind, my fucking PS4 doesn't work. Fuck.
Oh, this match is gonna be
By
so.
the way, I will always, I love JR and Jerry the King Lawler on commentating, but I will always take Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan over those two any day.
Yeah, agreed. Completely agreed.
CM Punk on Tuesday,
But,
October 1st in
folks,
Enterprise
please
Center, St.
join
Louis,
us tomorrow for NXT. You will not be disappointed. It is going to be a fire show, no matter how many matches they have on there. Plus, you got the Chase Celebration. You've got that three-way. You've got the women's number one contender match. So good. Hey, did you ever get the P.O. Box?
15th World Championship. Gunther
That-
stands in his way. Could be a
The
hostile
P.O. Box is
crowd
becoming quite a
for
hassle.
Randy
I'm
Orton
working on
in
something, but it's...
Berlin. It's for the world title. A week from Saturday. Starts at 1 Eastern, 10 on the West Coast.
I love Taz on commentary. And not many people did, but I love Taz on commentary.
Wesley explained himself this past week, Vandal.
Mm-hmm. Sammy is taking some time off, so apparently Jay is going to go solo.
I was never a fan of Joey Styles. He just didn't do it for me.
He was good for the high moments, but he wasn't.
Enters the
Yeah.
ring to take on
Besides
Randy
that,
Orton. You know his marching orders are weak.
Giovanni's on SmackDown, not Raw.
Get him ready for Gunther, and you have to wonder what type of condition.
Coach was
Randy
okay.
Orton will be in. We get to Providence, Rhode Island, for the final Monday Night Raw before
he
Bash
never. Oh,
in
Ludwig never left Gunther.
I think something that a lot of people might get confused is they view this Ludwig Kaiser as like an errand boy for Gunther.
Far from it.
Far from it.
Oh, Jesse the Body Ventura and Vince
Dude
McMahon.
is not
That was
scared.
they were a good team.
Second generation star Randy Orton, of course, a third generation star.
He's physical. He's tough. Don't let
Shinsuke's
the
been doing
looks
stuff
deceive
over in
you. I know
Japan.
he's got 0.25% body
He's kind of basically
fat
been the
and
ambassador
everything
that's
like
been
that.
helping get
He's a
guys over there at
brawler.
Noah.
Yeah, he is.
He has been helping
Physical,
Josh
big
Briggs
bump.
and Tavion Heights
Right out of
as
that
they're
same
currently in the
mold as a
N1
Gunther
tournament.
Or Sheamus or a Pete Dunne or a Drew McIntyre.
From what I
That
hear, doing
European style.
extremely well.
That's where Kaiser cut his teeth, taught by his dad. Champion all over
Samoa
Europe.
Joe was good on commentary.
And is now
Yeah.
starting to come into his own as a singles competitor.
Gorilla
WWE
Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan
reminded
for me.
Sheamus earlier
It's
tonight
another
that
good
their
combo.
battle is far from over. But now
Like I
he has
said,
to take
again, JR and the
action in
King were
ring
great,
against one of the
but I would
all-time
pick
greats.
Monsoon and
14-time
Bobby
world
the Brain
champion.
Heenan over those two any
He
day.
is tied
Or,
with Triple H
even better,
for second all-time
Bobby
world
and
championship reigns in WWE. John Cena, Ric Flair, of course, number one at 16
Mean
apiece.
Gene.
Yes.
Randy Orton was trying to figure out what they were saying. It was, let's go.
No,
Randy.
we don't
we
stream
are-
AEW. AEW likes to ban everybody who does an AEW stream.
And a side headlock by Orton in our matchup,
Including
is
themselves.
underway. Our
Bobby
True
match
story.
tonight.
Bobby Lashley has already
And Orton's
left
gonna use
WWE.
this to send a message to the
And yeah,
ring
AEW
general
copyright struck
champion,
their own
Could you imagine
stream
saying, you know what, I want to
and got their own
stand in
stream
front of
pulled.
the 290-pound Randy Orton.
Yeah, Orton looks better than ever.
Macho Man on commentary was
Bigger than ever.
interesting because he wasn't the
Randy
psycho
Orton won his
Macho
first
Man when he was on
World
commentary, but he
Championship
did have a
20
little bit
years
of it.
ago. The
He
youngest
went on
man
commentary
in
was
history
good
to do
too.
that.
And Chiller,
Looks to be full
Booker
circle
T is currently
Berlin
doing
week from
commentary down in
Saturday. Now
NXT.
remember how Randy Orton
Not
earned
a
this
fan of it.
opportunity. He was back in Saudi Arabia, Pat, end of May. King and Queen of the Ring tournament.
Super Beers,
Final
top
Orton
5
versus
commentators.
Gunther.
Go!
Gunther defeated Randy Orton in a controversial finish because Orton's shoulders were clearly not on the mat. Referee made a mistake. Orton accepted the decision, but
Josh
now
Matthews
gets
is
an
good.
opportunity at
I'm a
revenge
fan of Josh
in Berlin.
Matthews.
Mr. H noticed that there was a mistake made
Chiller,
immediately. Said,
tomorrow
"Here's
is
your
the
opportunity,"
perfect
and now it is that.
day to start watching NXT.
Now Kaiser backing Orton into
Star
the
Child,
ring.
I'm right there with you.
Ludwig Kaiser realizes
Kevin Kelly was
what
good,
this match
but
means for his
Booker T,
career
for some
path.
reason, is just not
You knock off
doing it
Randy
in
Orton
NXT.
one-on-one tonight.
I don't know if it's because he's a
Big things
what
are
it
coming your
is.
way.
Like
14-time world champion.
he's a legend trying to commentate on the new
Randy
age.
better get used to that.
I think that's what it is
He's
for
been
me.
in the ring
You know?
with Gunther. He knows what's coming his way a week from Saturday. And Randy Orton showing up.
I would love to be commentating on Raw.
Slam.
I would love it.
That'd be awesome.
Literally just tossed him like a keg, like it's 4
He's got the
a.m.
knowledge,
here in
I've got
South Florida. What a
whatever I
throw
got.
By Randy Orton.
Vicious uppercut.
Look at this.
Well, I mean,
yes,
newbie,
newbie.
considering that he's going to be in the main event. Yeah, I would hope he shows up.
Randy working the pace that he loves. Just slowly and methodically beat down his opponent.
Brock's filming a movie.
I think he's actually done now.
Cole and Al
Pretty
Snow.
amazing to see how
Randy
Orton has embraced his role as a fan favorite.
Yeah, I like Cole and Michael Cole.
WWE.
Al Snow,
After
it
so
didn't
many
last
years.
long, but it was
Yeah,
good.
whenever you showcase
But not.
greatness for so long, the WWE universe tends to pay its respects.
And now Kaiser, a couple uppercuts, driving Randy Orton back. There's a
Jim
chop
Cornette
now.
is just like
And
Dave
Randy felt
Meltzer,
that one,
completely
and it just
lost
ticked
touch
him
with
off.
reality.
Big knife edge chop of his own to Kaiser. And now Orton gonna bounce.
You don't want
Ludwig Kaiser
Cornette on
off our
commentary
announce
because all he would do is shit all over the Wyatt Six story the entire time.
And you know what
We
comes
think it's the
next?
worst thing to ever happen to wrestling.
You know what comes next? Ludwig Kaiser about to be planted on our announce table. And look who's here. The world champ in the timekeepers area, trash talking Orton. And now Kaiser from behind to the bad knee. The knee Kaiser attacked earlier tonight.
That same knee is buckled twice now. This evening, you got to wonder how Randy's going to be able to power through, especially with the ring get out.
And now Kaiser going to get Randy Orton a little of his own medicine right on the announce table, spine first.
I have no idea if Brock ever returns.
What is going on? Why does everybody suddenly want Gunther to be destroyed and have a super short title reign and to just
How could you not?
destroy
14-time
everything they've
world
built
champions reeling.
with him over the last several years? Why is all of a sudden...
Steel steps. This is the
I don't
problem
know.
for Randy Pat.
People are being weird.
That knee can get really busted up, really hurt, and then he's got to go into a match in less than 2 weeks with one of the most dangerous men in WWE. Ludwig Kaiser's in position. Kaiser's done this in the past. He took out Giovanni.
I think we're so far away from who dethrones Gunther that it's almost impossible to say who's going to do it. I think it's too far out to make that call.
Kaiser's taken over.
Because I could see it where you give,
Ladies and gentlemen, 12.
you give Braun Breaker this decent run with the IC title, but then he loses it. But then he goes after Gunther. And I can see Braun Breaker being the one. That's a possibility. I can see Jey Uso. Jey Uso has come very close to beating Gunther, and if it wasn't for his brother interfering in a match, he probably would have won. So there's a couple people that could do it, but also it depends on how they're building people and building stories at that time. But we are months and months and months away from that. That's another possibility, Pete. And that's something that I'd lose my shit. Now, that possibility is way low on the list, but that would make me pop so fucking hard. Yeah, see, right now, that's kind of how I feel, Ricky, is like, Jay, you have, I don't think Jey Uso beats Braun Breaker here, because I think it's just too soon in Braun Breaker's title run. But you make it very close, just like the Gunther match. You keep building on Jay, you have him win the Rumble, and then you have him go on to beat Gunther at WrestleMania. That'd be huge. Huge.
That would be huge. And Steven, you're more than welcome to that opinion, but we're not the writers. We can't, change the story. Trust me, we've applied for the job of assistant writer, and nothing yet.
Yeah, I never heard back. Excuse me. No, Cena's last run will not be as a heel. There's honestly no point in it.
No.
And he's, again, this is all about appreciating the fans. That's what he said. That this retirement run is not just for him, it's for the fans.
The world champion Gunther is at ringside.
Jay's in the tournament that's coming up for the IC Championship #1 contendership.
Has been targeted by Kaiser here. Orton can ill afford a knee injury. Heading into Bastion, Berlin, a week from Saturday.
The injuries linger too. Kaiser and Gunther know that. This has been a planned attack and execution by Ludwig Kaiser here.
Yeah, Gunther walked out into the ringside area. The distraction allowed Kaiser to take over. And now the world champion looking on. And Pat,
Not a bad idea, Starchild.
To target the left knee of Randy Orton come the title match in Berlin. That's why he's out here. Look at the weaknesses. Target the weaknesses. Take out Orton. Gunther's first title.
Yes, this is the last match.
At SummerSlam.
Randy Orton fending Ludwig off with a...
Not necessarily, Tyree. How many times have we seen spies that beat up the people they're on the side with to help convince that they're not a spy, and then we find out later on they are a spy? It happens all the time.
And this is beginning to look dire.
They have NXT, Victor. They don't need to add any more shows.
Well, he doesn't like you. He's been bad-mouthing you out here throughout the commercial break.
He batted my bottle of water off the commentary table. He's not here to make friends. Obviously, he's here to remain
Giovanni Vici's on SmackDown, not Raw.
It's your last show tonight.
Yes, they said it's...
Orton sending Kaiser over the top rope.
Orton's saying at least 5, maybe 10 years he's got left in him.
Randy Orton, the expression changes on the face of the Apex Predator.
You see those stars on Randy Orton?
And here comes Randy now with a right hand. Then a headbutt to Kaiser. Right on our announce table. And he's going to make Kaiser feel, well, I thought he was going to make him feel the wrath of the steps, but Kaiser turns
Randy Orton
things
is
around and
43,
bounces Randy off the steps
44.
face first. And Randy tried to fight back.
Yeah, it's in
into this,
between me and you.
but Ludwig Kaiser has done a great job punishing Orton.
What's he doing? He's planning on another
It's gonna
trip around the ring.
and try to again take out the bad knee of Orton. Here comes Kaiser. Randy Orton gonna meet him with a clothesline, however.
That's 14-time world champion Randy Orton.
Randy Orton staring a hole through the world champion Gunther. Orton showing us all about the resilience that has made him one of the greatest of all time. Randy Orton sends Kaiser high and down, planting him in the announce table.
Guten Tag, Ludwig Kaiser.
And I don't think he's done yet. Kaiser, another time.
Dankeschön, Ludwig Kaiser.
Staring back at the world champ. Randy Orton.
Show's not over yet, Death Metal.
The Viper strikes again.
Three-piece. Backdrop. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. When you can do 4. Randy Orton. Ludwig Kaiser.
Another one. This one sends Kaiser over the table. Orton breaks the count.
Stares down Gunther and says, "Are you sure?"
I still feel like Randy should beat the record and have 17. If he's going to do 10 years, you can do it right without just forcing it.
Yeah.
Sends Kaiser back into the ring. Randy Orton now.
Oscar, you're not wrong. It really does.
Ah, greatest power slam in the game.
Randy Orton.
Although, Tavion Heights pulled off a power slam in N1 Victory Tournament that was insane.
You got a little ahead of yourself there, Pat.
Because as he spun around, he jumped up with it. So it was just this big whole full windmill look. It was really cool.
Oh, well, hanging him up on the top rope is Kaiser. And Kaiser.
Children, I miss it too, but I understand why he doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's my favorite backbreaker of all time, but I understand why. He can't do it anymore.
Breakout performance tonight by Kaiser against the 14-time world champion.
yeah, I heard that Orton's son does the same power slam, and it's so clean.
If you guys haven't got a chance, go look at some of Tavion Heights highlights from the N1 tournament. They're insane. No, he also did a belly-to-belly like that where he left his feet, and it's the best belly-to-belly I've ever seen. But he did in the match, the very next match he had, he did a power slam that was insane.
Carlito, so Randy Orton did this backbreaker where he would hold the person by their neck and basically have them land on his back to do the backbreaker. Because of his surgery, he can't do that one anymore.
Notice what I was talking about earlier. This straightway DDT.
There's
Just
some
look
of
it
them
up
on
on YouTube,
Tavion Heights has a TikTok, so some of them are there. Other ones you can just look up at N1 Victory 2024 highlights. I'm sure that Roman and the Wise Man were in on it if he is an inside man.
Mm-hmm.
Here is your winner, the Viper, Randy.
Yeah, Tavion Heights is showing out in Noah. He is showing out.
The line has been drawn in the sand. Gunther and Orton aren't done yet. And here we go. Brawl underway. Orton with the right hand of Gunther. The fight's underway.
Very good Raw.
With a win over Kaiser. These two men meet in Berlin a week from Saturday. And the fight is on here tonight. Gunther and Orton going at it. It's going to be a battle at Bash in Berlin for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Going off air mid-brawl. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, that was another stellar Monday Night Raw. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Thank everybody for tuning in with us. Good times. Like the way that went. I like them ending like that. That was really fun. But do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are here for NXT tomorrow. It is going to be a killer episode, a phenomenal one. Do not miss it. So make sure you are here for NXT tomorrow night, streaming it as we always do with everything else at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, for the Booker, I've been Super Beard, you've been super awesome, and we will see you guys tomorrow for NXT. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go, not from this planet. Pull up an alien rocket ship. They try to study the way I've been doing it, they gon' need paleontologists. Feel like I'm one of the greats. Money, I'm making a lot of it. I did 1 billion streams in the pen and I swear that they barely acknowledge it. Okay, that means that I gotta go harder, I'm flipping the switch. Battery charging, I'm ready to flip. Feel like I'm Arthur, I'm balling my fist. Give me the call, never calling it quits. Bigger money, bigger problems, what they said to me. I don't ever worry cause the stress don't get to me. Live and direct from the mind of my destiny. Diamonds of pressure, I thrive in intensity. Lo and behold, sticking around when they told me to go. Calling me up, nobody home. Spinning these numbers like rotary phones. Hey, lo and behold, house made of glass, they throwing these stones. Markham, Ontario, locally grown. Went off the map, I'm globally known. Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math.